fucking making bank.
Oh man, that is gonna suck if that's the case. I'm gonna be so fucking mad about that. They should have told me that was happening, or I guess that's on me.
I mean, I figured that one out the hard way. Although I meant to be subscribed to all of them, so it wasn't really the hard way for me. It was fine.
Right, but that they just like take your if you are subscribed to stuff, they just take your money.
Yeah.
Like if you have a creator profile and a paid thing, like the shit you're subscribed to is attached to the same email, they don't tell you that. That's crazy.
Yeah, dude, they're making you work for your subscriptions.
So that means that, because I just figured that because my card had expired or whatever, that it just automatically unsubscribed to those things. Because I got like this notification that said we couldn't renew your subscription or whatever, and I was like, all right, fine, like that card is done anyway. And I don't want to like pay for this stuff anymore. But then I guess now that I have a Patreon that's linked to that same email, there's just months of like, so that means.
Oh, do you think it backpaid?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That like, I wonder if there's just like years of years worth of Patreon membership that they're taking from me now, and now all of my Patreon money is going toward Nick Mullen. There should be a way to look at what the payout is.
Yeah, that doesn't sound right though. Like retroactively make you pay. They would just cancel your subscription.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
No, because if you look at the payouts in my withdrawal, all of the descriptions say pledges to other creators. It actually says line items who the other creators are that it's going to. Uncle Ron and 11 others, $60. February 1st.
Let me see. Withdrawal history. Is that where it would be?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me look at that. Creator analytics. This is great. Welcome to the live stream, everybody. Yeah. We're doing Dork Cornfed. Welcome to the Dork Cornfed. I'm joined by the real Dr. Drew Flores and Miguel Silva from Dork Court. What's going on, boys?
Kicking it.
Okay, so it says here. Okay, so no, that is not the case. Yeah, because I'm looking at the thing, and it says pledges to other creators 0.
Oh, then yeah, I can't imagine where your money is.
Yeah, I think your money's just tied up somewhere, dude.
It must be trapped in some like.
Does it have a balance?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Well, above all my recent history, it says balance, and it has a number.
It just says
amount. I haven't
amount withdrawn. Amount withdrawn from creator balance. Pledges to other creators. Amount transferred to your bank. So. Yeah, so it's showing that like everything was transferred to the bank, but it never was. So I must have either entered a routing number incorrectly, or something happened, or there's just a bug with Patreon. Because like, by the way, Michael in the chat makes a good point. Anybody else get their sticker? Michael said. Michael was the first person to have received the Fraternal Order of Cornfed decal. He's a $25 subscriber. Yeah. Shout out to Michael. Welcome to the fraternity, brother. The Fraternal Order of Cornfed. So if you go to patreon.com/cornfed with Dalton Pruitt, you can also get that decal for when you subscribe to the $25 a month tier after 3 months. So it is, kind of $75 for a sticker. You get access to all the premium stuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, folks, if you're just joining us, we were talking business, because Patreon's a weird website because it kind of doesn't work a lot of the time, because that merch, like I had cooked up this idea is like an incentive to get people to subscribe to the Patreon. at a ridiculous dollar amount by creating merch. And just because I watched that Telemarketers documentary with remember that it kind of came and went. I think people have already forgotten about it. But did you guys catch that on HBO?
Oh yeah, God damn it! What were they even selling? Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
It was a charity scam for the New Jersey Fraternal Order of Police.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
So they were calling just tons of little old ladies living off their dead husbands' pensions and fleecing them out of all this money under the idea being that they would donate and it would go towards the widows of fallen officers or whatever. And it turns out most of the money was just going to the company, the telemarketing company. But something that was interesting in the documentary is that psychologically what kind of got people to want to donate was this sticker, this decal that the idea is, to sweeten the pot. Hey, in case you were on the fence about donating, you get a sticker at $75 or whatever. And so that actually worked. People were oh, a sticker, cool, here's $75. And so I just at the time I saw that and I was I wonder if could I do that with my Patreon? And I guess so. Yeah, if you're willing to sell it, then yeah, it works. So but with that, all Patreon has their shit to where it only sends stuff out after 3 months. So I had no way to change that. And so I was well, $75 for a sticker then. So people subscribed, and then when the 3 months hit, I was waiting for some sort of update from Patreon about these getting shipped out. People were asking me, I'm where the fuck are these things? And so I had to email them. And then, days later, they don't really prioritize you, I guess. I don't know if there's anyone actually working there, but they finally said there was a bug we didn't know about that was holding up merch.
You're the first person to ever use this feature.
Probably. Yeah. I'm probably the only person that's using it right now.
I'm sorry. No one else has ever been stupid enough to do the $25 tier for 3 month sticker.
Successfully do it. Wait, so Patreon does the merch?
Yeah, so they'll fulfill it. They'll do, they'll print it and ship it and all that, and then they just take their cut out of your funds or what, your wallet, your Patreon wallet.
Yeah.
And so I was well, fuck, the stickers, doesn't cost nothing to make. So if I can get one person to do this, then it's worth it. And so I got 4, but I had to email them, and then some guy had to manually push it through because there was some bug. And that, that took days for them to get back to me. And so now with this, I'm finding out that where my money's sitting in some fucking Stripe account somewhere. It never hit my bank account.
They're holding your money in escrow until they figure out the sticker situation.
They're holding my money in escrow. They're trying to figure out the sticker financing on the stickers. So I guess my money's in some Stripe account for some reason. So I emailed them, and that's going to take days for them to get back to me. And you know what? I'm guaranteeing to you they don't treat Matt and Shane this way. They ain't doing this to Tim Dillon. Yeah. They're probably responding to them motherfuckers right away if they have an issue.
Yeah, dude. They got stake in the company now.
Mm-hmm. That website would be nothing without Shane and Tim and Chapo. They bow at their feet. Me, I'm just a little old corn fed over here, piddling around in the content fields, trying to make something for himself. Rage and Pillage in the chat wants to know what happened to my eye. I'm pretty sure I have conjunctivitis right now. Nice. It is fucked up. I don't know what it's like. Yeah, dude. It hurt. It's constantly leaking pussy discharge, and it's just like a motherfucker. And I can't. When you wake up in the morning and you clear the sleep out of your eye. Yeah, that's it for the day. You don't get sleep in your eye during the day. I constantly have it in my eye now. There's just crusties in my eye all day. So I'm pretty sure I have pink eye. I don't know what the only thing I can think is maybe I think I went to, that Confucius say, man who go to sleep with itchy ass wake with stinky finger.
Wake with pink eye.
Yeah, I think what probably happened is I went to sleep with itchy ass and then like woke with stinky finger,
You
not
woke up with
knowing
itchy
it.
eye.
So I woke up one morning and like wiped the sleep out of my eyes with stinky finger, and now I have pink eye.
Damn,
Yeah.
that's rough. I've never had pink eye. I hope I never get.
Last time I got pink eye, I was in Peru. I was staying at a hostel in Peru, and I woke up with pink eye, and I was just like, God, fucking.
You got
damn it,
Peruvian
dude.
pink eye.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
That's the worst kind. That's the kind where you have parasites in your
Yeah.
eyeball that they have to pull out with tweezers.
Yeah, when you were in Peru, did you chill with the shamans in Peru?
No, I have yet to chill with the shamans in Peru.
Because I was thinking today that did you guys? Here's the thing. Did you guys know that I'm well aware that I attract what I allow in? Did you know that?
Yeah.
I'm a vibration people can tune in. Dude.
You are the secret.
I'm the secret. Miguel, do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Have you seen what I've been? Okay,
all your
the Shannon.
the
girl.
Shannon post.
Shannon, dude, Shannon, my girl, my future wife. Have
you been able to get any attention from her? I saw a couple of
she
this week.
doesn't.
I've been not on Twitter as much this weekend.
She doesn't engage with any of this. Like she's been here. The thing here. Okay, so with Shannon Blake, C dumps, yes, 999 full circle 999 meditation. She's been blowing up online. Like I first saw her on TikTok like 2 or 3 years ago, and I remember like the first time I saw her, I was like, "Good Lord, god damn!" She lives in a car. She turned into a rainforest cafe. What the fuck is this?
Yeah,
like what's all these trinkets and knickknacks and shit she's got on her? And
slowly she'd hit you with the brain worms.
Dude, the earworms hit me because like her shit just kept popping up on my feed, and she's only recorded like maybe 3 or 4 songs, so it was just these snippets of the same songs, and I was like, all right, this is just like a weird TikTok lady. I don't know what this is. And then what kind of like endeared me to her is she like started going really viral on TikTok, and it pissed off just every culture and ethnicity. Like all these different like Native Hawaiians and I don't know, so Indians or so
for appropriation.
She's appropriating literally
dude,
everyone.
Yeah. It was just like all these different accounts were posting these like 7 or 8 minute long diatribes because like TikTok opened it up where you could do like 10-minute videos. So I started seeing these like long fucking videos chastising Miss Blake, the lovely Miss Shannon Blake, coming after her about cultural appropriation and stealing like Erykah Badu's fucking style or whatever, like her flow, like it's all that she's stolen everything. And look, first off, when it comes to like creativity and all that kind of like that conversation, look, good artists borrow, great artists steal.
Yeah.
So it's like it's not stealing if you're inspired by somebody. I guess what they take umbrage with is that she's a white girl who is was inspired by black women.
Look, they make all these claims about people like stealing black culture when white people try to do hip hop. But if you think about it, black people didn't even invent the N-word.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Miguel. I think that deserves a super chat, folks. Yeah, but everybody was like pissed off about. But I mean, like those people, I find more incorrigible, deplorable, whatever the word is, than what Shannon's doing. Because like Shannon's at least trying to make something. Like regardless of how you feel about her music, and it is dumb. It's very stupid music.
It stinks. What bothers me more about it is that like I almost got lost in being that kind of person. And so I was
trying to be that kind of person.
Exactly. I resent seeing someone kind of like ascend to like the top level of like dumbass hippie,
chief hippie.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you. That's the thing that frustrates me the most about her is that when I see her, I'm like, God damn, she pulled it off. Like she did it.
I wanted to do white rap. Yeah. I wanted to culturally appropriate.
I wanted to be like that kind of hippie. I wanted
now
to be the person.
Hot sluts doing it.
Damn, dude, you look so funny with dreads. You should try
I look
them
so
on.
cool with dreads. Except I'd get like the small twisties like Steph Curry had the season that he was bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted so bad. I was just like blending, like putting my brain in the Vitamix with psychedelics, hoping that that's the smoothie that would be created.
Yeah.
It was like that kind of person, and then, unfortunately, it wasn't.
No, kind of similar.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, like the thing, yeah, with psychedelics, like with any of that kind of stuff, you're gonna like what you end up getting is not this idealized version of yourself because you're poisoning your mind with drugs. And so it could, the number of ways it can go is like Steve Jobs, you could become like a brilliant businessman, which is
and like a weaponized asshole.
Yeah, weaponized. Yeah, that kind of person. You could become like Shannon Blake, like free-spirited hippie. Burns incense, makes a decent living doing raps about meditation.
Makes a decent living selling pictures of her.
Makes a decent living on OnlyFans, but you're free. You're a free spirit. You get to go to Peru. You get to go Mexico.
I get it. I'm just jealous of girls that make it on OnlyFans. But let's call a spade a spade. She's not a musician.
Yeah.
She's just a TikTok.
Would you do OnlyFans? You could make like $100,000 a month.
I could make $100,000 a month. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
I used to be in really good shape, and it used to bother me that I couldn't like monetize the amount of effort I was putting into like
you're trying to figure out how to make it a like revenue stream.
Yeah, it's like I had abs, but I just have a small penis, so it wasn't ever gonna work.
That sounds marketable, to be honest with you.
Yeah, dude.
Well, and that's the
angle.
Like, people would tell me. People would be like,
"That's guys, me too."
What?
If you show in your small penis, and then we just start hashtagging our small penises, me too. I think you could
start a movement.
Yeah. You could have been the face.
So you're saying that my supporters would be not women, not even gay men. It would be other straight guys with small penises just sending me money to be like, hell yeah, dude. Keep
yeah.
Thank you.
And then there would be some gay game.
There is a porn star that I was aware of briefly because he was popular on Reddit for having just like a very medium penis.
Yeah.
They would just like share his videos and be like, thanks, dude. Thanks for representing the real man.
Dude, that's noble. Like, when you're every once in a while when you're watching porn and you're like, well, this guy's not like porn big. He's just kind of like a regular.
Tons more cowbells said me 2 inches. That is good. Someone was giving us suggestions beyond Dork Cornfed, the Court of Corn, the Dojo of Dorks, or the Dork Arena. That's all 3 of those were from John Cassell. I don't know. But yeah, guys, check out Dork Court. It is fun. We're gonna do another one soon. I have to figure out the dates as I go, so I can't tell you what it is yet. But check it out. It is fun. You got to be in the live stream.
Yeah. And Robert pointed out that I was picking my nose. Yeah, I did just flick a booger. So I guess folks, super chat if you want me to keep picking my nose. I just got confirmation. Yeah, all of my Patreon memberships that I was paying for, they all expired right around the time I lost all my money when I was going crazy. Matt and Shane expired September 1st, 2021. Cumtown. It was still Cumtown at the time. Expired September 1st, 2021, and Dad Meat same day. So I haven't been subscribed. So I don't
it's just in limbo somewhere, dude.
Or no, wait. It says membership expired. Cancel. Wait, do I have to cancel? Do I have to like manually cancel? Is that what's been going on?
No, because if they can't get the money from you, it pauses it up. And then you have to actually go back and resubscribe. They can't just be like, oh, he has money now, let's take it.
But if I here's the thing is if I have my creator profile linked to the same email, like they're linked to the same thing, then would it I don't know, because it's showing that I'm still like I have to go through and cancel these. Like I'm going through right now to So I wonder. I'm still like freaking out. I'm like worried about that just because, like, goddamn, I just more than anything, I just don't want any of these people to get my money. I'd rather just throw it away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're doing fine. Like, I just don't want them to have it. Maybe dad. I guess like Dad Me should get it. Like those guys are cool, but the other people are like, they're doing fine.
Yeah, they're actually making too much money.
Yeah.
They're making
As
too
much as I
much
support
money.
them, as much as I support and love Matt and Shane, and they're, I mean, for sure, some of my favorite guys out there.
Right
they are making a little too much money, and it should be put to an end.
Do you think Shane will eventually stop the pod?
Yeah.
Probably.
I don't know if Matt won't just continue it forever, because, I mean, how can you give up that?
Well, he'll just start.
He has a family.
He'll just start his own thing, you know?
Yeah.
They're going to carry on the thing that has all of the subscribers. They'll lose subscribers, but there's people that will continue to pay for it forever just because they're already signed in.
Wait, when Cumtown became the Adam Friedland show, was it the same page?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So wait, so if it's September 1st, that means that's 24 months, and then October, November, December, January, February, March. So let's just say 30 months. So that's only what? 30 months times $5 each? Or no, 5, 10, 15, 30?
That'd be $450.
It would be $450. Never mind. This is bad broadcast. I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure it's just like it was some like bug with the platform, because it doesn't. I don't think they do that. If the membership, if it's showing that it was
who it probably is, the Jews.
Yeah.
They've probably seen your content, and they're tapped into what you're doing, and they're holding your money like they did with Kanye.
Yeah, it was when we were talking about the tunnels.
Yeah. I mean, I don't
cut it out. You better go back to boobs, Dalton. That's what they're saying. You better go back to titty reviews. You cut it out with the conspiracy stuff.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense that they would do. Like, I can't imagine that even if I'm using the same email, your creator profile is still separate from your member profile. And so why would they?
I mean, mine says, if yours says 0 paid out to other creators, then I assume is true. Mine has line items of every other person that I've paid through, like, direct.
Right. Okay.
So I've never made enough on Patreon to actually get $1.
Okay. Right. Interesting. What is John referring to? He said, no, it isn't, Dalton. I don't know. What is it? What did I say that got that response?
Bad broadcasting.
Oh, okay. No, it's good broadcasting. Anyway, Shannon Blake. I wanted to be that. I wanted to be hippie, free spirit.
Right.
Making money, doing what I love. I
you
wanted bad bitch energy.
You would have had an easier time if you went the route of the fucking, I don't even know her name, the like redneck girl that they were saying was a tomboy or whatever that was.
Oh, damn, that's already come and gone. I already forgot about that.
Who?
The catfish lady, the one who's like noodling.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and she had like good
Hannah,
cleavage, but I promise you that if she took her top off, she would actually have like small saggy tits.
Yeah, I don't mind some.
It was like a lot of those the kind of bras where it's like heavily supported on the side, like it's. And I'm fine with a saggy tit too, but I guarantee that's a girl that lies down and her tits fall into her armpit.
I think that's endearing.
Oh, sure. $2 super chat from Gimp Gladly. He got his sticker.
Hell yeah,
he's also giving me money again. Thank you, Gimp.
Hell yeah.
Welcome to the Fraternal Order of Cornfed, brother. Blessed be. Salam alaikum. Eid Mubarak. Happy Easter.
He's bankrolling this operation.
I mean, dude, everybody's bankroll. It's a community effort.
Yeah.
Well, Femoid says that you have to make at least $500,000 a year as a man to.
That's our cutoff
for a woman to love you.
Yeah, I mean, she's honestly not wrong. It sounds ridiculous, but I think that is. You know,
It probably would solve a lot of problems if they had some sort of financial eugenics program in this country where they were like, you can't bust inside unless you're making like this amount of money.
Yeah, dude. I'm fucked until I start making 425.
Yeah, because it's like, look, people have to procreate for the continuation of our species, whatever. When you see people, and I have a lot of empathy for people, but when you see people who are like poor beyond measure, just like truly like flat fucking broke and on all this government assistance, and they got like a litter of kids, it's like, hey, are you just not thinking about this? Like, what do you think? Like, what's your plan here?
Yeah.
You're busting inside of this woman constantly and having all these kids.
Yeah.
And
pull your pants up.
pull your damn pants up. Wear a condom or something. Like, it's baffling to me, as difficult as it is to raise one kid with means, with like, if you're making like a decent income, that's already hard enough. You have no money. The government has to like supplement your income with food stamps or whatever, and you have like 4 kids. That is, there's something about that that's like, I'm not saying that we should implement any sort of like policies necessarily, but I mean, it is worth thinking about like financial eugenics.
If you like had enough money and connections and you were like a really smart guy, then maybe you could like create a vaccine that sterilizes only the poorest people, and then manufacture a pandemic that forced everyone to take it so that you could weed out the weakest ones.
Thank you, Miguel.
What I'm saying is that if you want to talk about the arena of ideas, Bill Gates is the champion.
The eugenics master,
dude. People are like, do you know what he did in India, sterilizing all those Indian women? It's like, nice, dude. Yeah. Sick. That's like the tightest move.
He did something pretty crazy in fucking Africa too. I think it just may have been the sterilization of like.
You're saying he's responsible for AIDS.
I think he was trying to solve it by. I guess that wouldn't really solve AIDS. I don't know. All I know is I think he sterilized like 5 to 10 million Africans trying out vaccines.
Nice. I feel about the same way that I feel about like product testing on animals. Like, better than me.
Go on. What do you mean by that?
I'd rather it's done to them.
Yeah, dude, let them cook.
They remind me of chimps in a lab.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of am like anti-vax now. I don't think I'll ever get another vaccine. I got duped into that shit because my work offered me $500 if we got it and continued to work, and I was like, yeah, all right, I'll take $500 and a pay increase.
I didn't even get any of the incentives. I just was at CVS one day and I was like, all right, whatever, I'll just get it.
Yeah.
You know what pisses me off is like at that time I was very skeptical. I still kind of am, but I have it now. I got it because I was holding out. I was like, I don't know anything about medicine. I don't trust, I just naturally don't trust doctors or, any medicine.
No, me neither.
Yeah.
Again, Indian guys.
Yeah.
Can't drive boats.
Like real medicine to me is a good home cooked meal. That's the medicine that you need.
Yep.
Yeah. Don't wash your hands. And then you don't
the love of a good woman and a nice home cooked meal. That's medicine. And then all these pharmaceuticals is poison.
Yeah. Love and laughter.
Love and laughter. Laughter is the best medicine.
Yeah. Gut busters.
Yeah. Imagine if there was like a like the same way pharmaceutical companies go to doctors' offices and try to like push the like pills on them, incentivize them to sell medication. If there was like if like there was a way for comedians to have residencies at like a physician's office,
right?
Or if they could prescribe stand-up comedy in some way. That I can't believe, somebody should have thought of that. Like,
You could
go
be
to
the
a
first one,
doctor's
dude.
office. Yeah,
You could be the first
like,
prescribed podcast.
Yeah,
prescription podcasting.
Podscription.
Yeah,
Podscription.
podscript. Yeah.
How much
to
have
a
you been
doc-
reading about Diddy? I kind of want to talk about this because I saw people like talking about how DMX was speaking out about Diddy, and now they think that Diddy killed DMX.
Yeah, I've been reading a lot about it, but I didn't see that.
But that bothers me because I know that DMX died from the vaccine, right? So
Diddy
you
was
can't. Diddy might be a psyop.
well, Diddy convinced him to get it.
I thought he died from eating like dark chocolate because he's a dog.
I think the official story is that he died of a crack overdose. But
Did
Yeah.
you? By the way,
I read today on Twitter that that's not possible.
to die of a crack overdose.
Yeah.
I mean, well, you can sort of tangentially die from one, like due to like the adverse effects of crack.
It's just like crack.
Because it happened to my grandpa. He was like in his 60s, I think. He was like 68, 69.
Yeah.
Nice. And he was addicted. He was a crackhead, and so he was like, he would get these disability checks from the Navy and just like spend them all on crack and hookers. He was, but honestly,
Hell yeah.
cool granddad. That's the real bad grandpa. Fuck Robert De Niro. Or wait, no, Robert De Niro was dirty grandpa. Jay Knoxville was bad grandpa. They got nothing on my granddad. So he was like smoking a ton of crack. And then like one day he was in his trailer, hitting the pipe, and he started like coughing real hard. And because he has weak 60-year-old man lungs and esophageal lining, he just got into this coughing fit and hemorrhaged, like something burst inside of him, and then he collapsed and died in a pool of his own blood in his trailer.
Okay.
And
Sure.
yeah, and then my fucking bitch aunt got all of his pills. So,
Damn,
so
Dalton,
I guess
I didn't realize how black you were.
yeah. That's the thing. Like people today were accusing me of racism for comparing Shannon Blake to Sexy Red, and it's like you guys don't understand that I am at least culturally African American for sure.
Yeah.
I come
experientially.
I come from a black, I come from the black experience, though.
You understand the phenomenological experience of blackness.
Yeah. Though we may be unmelanated people, we certainly have lived the black experience. My family, like a lot of us on Section 8, crackheads, prostitutes, children getting taken by CPS. Yeah, I certainly understand the struggle for sure. And so that's why I think I'm qualified to say that Shannon Blake is a better rapper than Sexy Red.
I don't know. By the way, on the crack thing, last time I was told that you can't overdose from a drug, it was Molly, and then I took too much Molly one time and had a seizure. So
yeah, I think like I never went down the psychedelics or like drug route or like Molly or cocaine or anything because I had like a bad time on that shit. Like I missed it because I did have that desire to be like a hippie psychedelic person when everybody was going to like raves and stuff. I wanted to partake, but like I just had a bad time. I never enjoyed it.
The thing is, one thing that I've been thinking recently is that like maybe your life isn't good enough to be doing hallucinogens.
Oh, dude,
right
for sure I've thought that. Like I've thought that like what I learned more than anything from extensive drug use is your life really needs to be in a good place. You need to be
healthy,
stable.
Yeah, healthy. You need to have a lot less stress than I do currently. And I think that's why people like fall into like anxiety and shit instead of becoming like, oh, the vibrations of the universe, everything is nothing. Yeah. It's like everything is hell and I'm in constant fear and like death is spiraling towards me and I need to figure out a purpose before my existence blips away.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess I kind of get what you mean.
Yeah, because like Joe Rogan didn't start smoking weed till he was like 40.
Yeah.
And, he was already very successful and established. So that's he gets a lot of flack for that, but that's actually like probably a good time in your life to get into drugs because you already have it all figured out.
Right.
So that's just like, like gravy. That's just like the icing on the cake is now it's like, okay, I'm rich as fuck. I got nothing to worry about. Now it's time to smoke a DMT vape pen and see what's up. Whereas like if you do that the way most people do it, you just turn into a raging asshole and you can never fix your situation because you fried your brain from drugs. Whereas like it benefits Rogan to fry his brain from drugs because now he's open to any conversation he has. Just anyone he talks to, he's
that's the other problem with drugs is like it can unlock shit for like a couple years
and then it goes away,
and then you're just like deadlocked on trans people for every episode of your
I've never met anyone that's like actively using psychedelics that's like still using them that is not completely stupid. Like if you don't stop or if you don't like hit a point where you go, I think it's over. Like I've done this too much. If you just keep using them, you turn into a complete moron.
I think there has to be like a healthy schedule for it. Like you could do it like once a year or whatever it is, but I feel like you have to set it up in a way that you can be
in control.
It's not even about being in control. It's the ability to surrender control. You have to not have anxieties outside that are going to
make you have bad experience.
It's not even about the bad experience. It's more just like internalizing some of the things that happen while you're tripping.
Yeah.
What's good is when you can do it and be like, whoa, the weight of eternity is actually too much for one person. That's why we have like our individual perspective. And so it's kind of cool that we're just kicking it. And then we are supposed
relax,
to die.
Miguel. Relax.
That's good.
Relax on all that.
That's like why Shannon Blake is having so much fun.
Because she's successful right now.
No, she's stupid enough to like get hit with infinity and be like, "Whoa, the cosmic stars and the aliens are talking to me." Like,
yeah, that does happen more often than not. Like, I think more people, because the narrative with psychedelics is that you kill your ego and you become less materialistic. Like you cast aside the material world. But it seems like a lot of people that get really into psychedelics get into this like mindset of like that manifesting thing where it's like, actually, I'm tuned into the universe. And so as such, I will bring money to me.
Right.
Now I deserve tons of money and adoration because I understand the universe more than other people.
Yeah, that's what sucks about the Shannon Blake situation for me, though, is because she does believe that and she is successful. So it's like I can't tell her she's fucking wrong, even though she is fucking wrong. She just happened to find like her thing that could make her successful on like the internet or whatever. But in her head, this is because like she, I don't know, fucking drank ayahuasca and
yeah,
I don't know. I hate that shit.
No, I'm sure. I'm sure that like in her head, it's a fucking nightmare. I bet it's most of every like day for her is like horrifying. She paints freckles on her face. She's got to be a nutcase.
Those aren't real?
No.
Oh wait, this is Robert. This is funny because Robert in the chat wants to know how many baby mamas my grandpa had. So I don't know about baby mamas. I know that in his lifetime he was married 18 times.
Holy fuck, that's
and I think when he died, he was still somehow legally, technically married to like 3 different women. Like he had like marriages that never got separated. And there's like kids out there. There's like, because I remember one Christmas, my uncle just like found a guy that he found out was like his half, like, his and my mom's and all them, they're like half brother from like some other lady that my grandpa had sex with. And so he just brought him to like Christmas one year. And he was like, yeah, this is Jim. He's named after our dad. We were like, okay, cool. You're 50? 50 years,
Yeah,
no one's
dude.
known about you?
Dude, your grandpa sounds tight as fuck.
He was
He's
cool.
like,
He was cool as shit. Yeah, I mean, he beat up my grandmother a bunch, but other than
damn.
that, cool
So,
guy.
cool.
Yeah,
So,
cool.
double cool is what you're saying.
a polygamous crackhead abuser.
Yeah, dude.
A classic man.
A class, what one might call a real ass dude.
Yeah. They don't make them like that no more.
Yeah, so I don't know about baby mamas, but he got around. He was a bit of a wool gatherer, so to speak.
Hell yeah.
But what were
I had a
you
woman
second?
try to convince me to do crack one time. It was a black woman that was like a nurse for one of my neighbors. She was like an in-home caretaker, and she knew that I was a pothead because she could smell it for sure, and I just was always high. And so she started selling to me. And then one time she was like, by the way, I could get you crack, good crack too. And I like laughed thinking that she was just joking. And she's like, I'm serious. And then I like looked at her teeth and I was like, oh, you are.
Damn.
She's like,
was she a
it's
BBW?
good. I was like, I think I'm good on that. And she's like, trust me, it's good. And I was like, I believe you, but
Yeah,
and then I started like looking into it, and people make it sound really fucking good.
Yeah, you've talked to me about it a few times. You kind of actually seem interested.
I would love to try it. I'm worried though that it'll be so good that it'll ruin not having crack, and then I'll keep doing just a little bit. It's kind of like I feel the same about it as like putting tobacco in weed, where it's like you start doing that one time and then you kind of can't smoke weed without the tobacco in it.
That's my situation.
Yeah.
You're smoking
except that it's crack.
Yeah, we just smoked a split. And then when I was in college, I used to just like put tobacco and weed together in the bong. I do that. It was pretty gross looking back at it now.
Yeah, you just take like a full bong rip of tobacco.
I've done that too when I was like still in school and broke and just had tobacco but no weed.
Chad said it's just like putting tobacco on weed.
Doing crack is just like making
exactly like putting tobacco on weed.
Damn.
C-Dumps wants to know if we're really smoking crack. No, Miguel smoked crack at one point.
No, I still haven't. I still haven't.
Oh, you were interested.
I might not ever.
He is interested.
Never say never.
He was telling me one time, he was like, dude, I was reading that like when you're high on crack and then you like masturbate, it's like the best orgasm or it was either having sex.
That's true.
On
No, it's masturbating on crack.
Yeah. Oh, Raphael.
Who was it? It was like someone that was specifically mad into it that I was like reading their story about it.
Sweet, innocent Raphael from the favelas of Brazil in the chat wants to know the difference between a spliff, a joint, and a blunt. Okay, well, let's start with the basics. A joint, that's just reefer rolled up into a rolling paper. That's a doobie. A blunt is weed that's been grinded and rolled up into like a cigar wrapper. So a lot of people prefer, you can buy blunt wraps, you can buy just the wraps. A lot of people prefer to buy like an actual Dutch or a Swisher that has tobacco in it. It's like an actual cigarillo. Cut it open, scrape the tobacco out, and then roll their blunt with that. I don't know, I don't really know why that's the preference, but blunt, a lot of blunt heads.
Because then you get a lot of like residual nicotine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess like a flavor thing,
but without the like lung pain of smoking tobacco.
Right.
Because tobacco, you're not really supposed to inhale the way you do with weed. So a spliff can actually be extraordinarily damaging to your lungs. But a blunt, because it's like in the paper, it doesn't hurt as much, but you still get a lot of the head high.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, dude, I haven't smoked a blunt.
And so a spliff is a doobie that's been mixed with tobacco. So you would combine your marijuana with tobacco and then roll that into a doobie. But at which point, because the tobacco has been added, it is now a spliff. So that's the distinction between those three things. I don't do any of that anymore. I will say spliffs are kind of nice. I did the times I've smoked a spliff, the combination of weed and tobacco I enjoyed. Felt very French, Felt European.
Yeah.
Oh, it's very European.
Yeah.
But no, these days I'm vaping that nicotine. The really dangerous, like if you're like smoking weed, the real danger is if you get into those like vape carts, dude.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure I
Yeah.
had popcorn lung at one point.
Well, not just that, but the fact that like you can, it's so accessible. Like just all day, every day, you could just be hitting this thing.
Yeah.
You don't even realize that you're just like completely zoinked out of your mind all the time. Like because you could be at work and just pop into the bathroom and get high. Like you're just constantly vaping.
This is I disagree with you on this because to me weed only works if you're smoking it all day. This is a strong belief that I have.
It's the biggest hope.
No. This is why people like start to struggle with weed and then stop being able to handle it, and it becomes like too anxiety inducing for them, and like they're like, oh, I can't. I'm too self-conscious. I always have to go home, and like I just can't process it. It's because you're not smoking it all the time.
Right. You have to break through.
I kind of like my deal right now where I mostly just smoke at night unless we're doing something during the day where we're out with friends and shit. But like I just smoke at night.
I gotta be honest with you, yeah, because I was at that point where I was like wake and bake and then just smoke all day. And looking back on it, I really was not having a good time, just constantly being high, like existing with that is your baseline, like in that fog, is not really enjoyable.
I hear you, but it also is like. This is one of the things like Naeem has been on this recently about like how he doesn't smoke weed anymore and he feels so much better. And now he's like telling people to stop smoking weed. And it's like it's cool that it is good for you and that you figured that out. That's it. That's the extent of what you've found out. Don't stop sharing this knowledge as if you've like stumbled on something.
Yeah. Is he completely sober now? Did he stop drinking too?
I don't know. But also, I think he's been smoking since he's like 12.
Oh yeah,
well,
they do.
Yeah, I mean, but that's like a thing. Like people who are newly sober, or even people who've been sober for years, they love to like project themselves on everyone else and be like, because they completely like ruin their lives with these things and got clean. They can't like conceive of somebody who's funcking with it, who's like not. Completely burn their and I guess there are some people who they're high functioning. Seth Rogen, he's addicted to weed hopelessly, but he's making money, he's doing well. And
Bert Kreischer's a functioning alcoholic.
Bert Kreischer, he'll be dead soon, but he is, he's providing for his family. He definitely has some sort of fatty liver or something. He's got that hard belly. Like, it's not jiggly fat anymore. It's that hard, crystallized belly that you only get after like years and years of boozing.
Here's one thing that's weird. Why are people like trying to convince Bert to stop drinking that don't like him?
Because they're hoping he'll die of withdrawals.
Probably,
right.
Yeah.
Of withdrawals. He'll spike his heart rate.
Yeah, that can happen.
They think he's not destroying his liver fast enough.
What did it happen to?
The guy with AIDS or something from True Blood, the Black Cajun character.
There's the guy from True Blood's the same guy as the one from
that took him.
The actor.
The Wire.
No, it's some actor. The character, I don't remember the actor's name. The character's name was Lafayette, and I just remember like years ago he died of like a heart attack because he tried to quit drinking, and he went cold turkey and his heart stopped. So that can happen. But I mean that's so much. You have to be drinking like Goku levels of. You know what I mean? Like you have to be drinking so much every day for that to be a possibility.
Well, that's the same thing I try to say about CTE.
What up?
Like I feel like everybody got so concerned
DD's
about
nuts?
it that like they stopped. They like at certain levels of girls' high school soccer, they're not allowed to head the ball anymore because they're concerned about concussions.
No.
And it's like it's not
CTE.
happening to girls playing soccer. It's happening to dudes who have been playing football since they were 9 years old and have been getting concussions at practice and then continuing to practice since they were 9. And now they're fucking 30 in the highest level where they're getting in car accident level collisions. Like,
Yeah.
you're not going to get CTE because you had 2 technically concussions playing volleyball.
Well, maybe I don't know. Maybe because girls do look like they have like weaker skulls. Like they like their fontanelle never like forms completely, so they just always have a soft spot.
I think girls do always have a soft spot. That's true.
That's true. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, who knows? Who knows what causes CTE? We'll never know.
That's how you can really tell girls from trans people.
Is their skulls?
Science has
the shape of their skulls.
Yeah.
Yeah. Racial phrenology is junk science, but gender phrenology is valid for sure.
Yeah.
If you compare the shape of a cis woman's skull versus a trans woman's skull, you'll see that they're different.
They can do jaw reconstruction. They can shave down their Adam's apple. Like science has gotten too good with every other measure, but if they don't have a soft spot, that's
you're like Leonardo DiCaprio from Django Unchained, but with like trans.
With girls on a date, on a Tinder date.
You have a girl's skull in front of damn.
This skull belonged to Bailey J. The skull of Bailey. Now, if you look here, you'll see that this skull had the mandible of a. I can't remember. You get it. Sorry, I'm sluggish right now because I got off work and I took one of those naps where I went to another dimension. Like I was in such a deep sleep that I lived another life. And then when my alarm went off, I had to reorient myself to this reality. You ever have that?
That happened to me yesterday.
Dude, you are squinting a lot.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, because I have fucking pink eye right now. Yeah, my shit's so fucked up.
Reoriental yourself.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
All right. I don't, we just smoked. I'm retarded right now.
You guys want to take some callers?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, I'll put the link. I'm going to put the link in the chat. Folks, throw up some super chats. Click the link. We'll take some callers. There's the link in the chat. Let's get some new folks in here. Let's get some callers going. And we'll talk about the issues of the day. Did you guys see, by the way, the Adderall fiend himself, America's favorite Adderall junkie, the 1 bite challenge, the pizza man, Dave Portnoy was going to war with Hershey's on Twitter because his dog ate some Icebreakers gum or something. So I guess Icebreakers is owned by Hershey's, and so his dog got into this this Icebreakers gum and nearly died. And so he posted this thing tagging Hershey saying, this is fucked up. It's all, they should put big warning labels. This is bad for dogs. It's almost like at Hershey's wants to murder dogs. And, come to find out gum like that has xylitol coating, which is really bad for dogs.
Oh, I thought just gum was bad for dogs.
No, it's this one specific chemical, this one xylitol, and Dave Portnoy was like, this is the first I've ever heard of xylitol. Why would they even use this? Why wouldn't they tell people about this? How bad it is for dogs? And it's what your dog eats gets into is your responsibility.
Right.
There's no company that has to put warning labels for dogs. Because the dog can't read, and you should be discerning with what your dog gets into.
Your dog
And if
shouldn't eat gum.
Dog shouldn't eat gum. Like, I don't know how the dog got into some gum. I get what it is. Dave, oh, your breath smells bad. Here, have an icebreaker.
Specifically them that uses this chemical, or is this like on all gum?
It's like a lot of gum uses xylitol.
To make it not stick to each other? Is that what that is?
Yeah,
I don't know
probably
what
for
it
like the
does.
cubed ones, you know. I'm assuming it's the cube 3D gum.
I guess, yeah. But it's like the onus is not on the company to put any sort of warning for dogs on food, because it's I think it's to be assumed that unless it's food that specifically says it's for dogs, then everything else is not for dogs. So
Dave Portnoy thinks that FDA stands for Food and Dog Administration. Sorry.
Yeah,
all right, guys. I'll go to bed.
That was very good, Miguel. Food and Dog Administration. But yeah, he's such a clown. It's crazy. It kind of speaks to something Drew and I talk about a lot. It kind of speaks to that you in this country you can be very retarded and become a billionaire. Kind of helps to be stupid.
Exclusively, yeah.
Yeah, it kind of helps to be just like a raging retarded asshole if you want to like make a ton of money, because that was one of the most like upsettingly stupid things I've ever seen anyone like do. Just like their dog got into some gum, and then rather than like looking like do any sort of introspection and say like, oh, I guess I just need to be more careful about what I got laying around the house and be mindful of what my dog is up to. He said, no, it's actually Hershey's fault that I'm stupid. It's their fault, and I will take this to the highest court in Pennsylvania.
Wait, did he threaten legal action?
Yeah, he was like talking about like litigation. Like he's fucking pissed off about. He's such an idiot. Like he clearly he possesses like some sort of business acumen. I mean, he is Jewish, so yes, there is that.
So they're straight to litigation.
Yeah. But
he's not even supposed to have a dog.
Yeah, he might win.
He might win. But that's the thing, is xylitol even kosher? Should he be chewing gum? It just seems like such a, because like if I have a dog and it gets into some food that I have or whatever and gets really sick, I'm not calling up like Post cereal and be like, I didn't know my dog couldn't eat Cookie Crisp. Why wouldn't you tell me that my dog's not supposed to eat a bowl of Cookie Crisp? It's like, you know what, it's kind of on me.
I'm trying to come up.
Saw it. The commercial show. The guy in the commercial is a dog. The Cookie Crisp commercial is a dog. He howls. He howls at the moon. He goes, Cookie Crisp. I thought I could give my dog a bowl of Cookie Crisp, and now I got a fucking $3,000 vet bill. Why wouldn't you tell me this? That's not on them.
Oh damn. Yeah, Dave Portnoy's retarded.
I was trying to think of like a way to be like, oh, Dave Portnoy has a problem with she misogynist.
Yeah, they should make there should be like a dude's chocolate called him for sure.
Yeah.
Or him, he,
or she.
Yeah,
another pronouns in bio.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm more of a him, he guy. I prefer the him, he chocolate. Which like sounds stupid to guys like us, but that like a lot of these companies, a lot of people are like actually doing that now. There's like when the Bud Light thing happened.
Yeah, I had people like legitimately like trying to talk shit to me at bars when I would order a Bud Light. Be like, really? Like,
yeah, and there was that one company, like some like Peter Thiel company or something.
Yeah. Oh, right-wing beer?
Created like a right-wing beer that was like the solution to your bigotry. If you can't bring yourself to drink a Bud Light because of Dylan Mulvaney, spend $25 on to have a 6-pack delivered to you that we can be sure will never be sipped by a trans woman, which doesn't exist anyway.
Yeah.
They don't, we don't think they're real.
Damn. I'm sure Blair White got some of those.
Yeah,
I get. I
they,
do.
They need like a few Uncle Ruckuses of like whatever the demographic like minority group is to like validate their their campaigns, their whole ideology. So like there's always they always need at least like at some point a Milo Yiannopoulos or Blair White or Caitlyn Jenner, like some kind of person like that. Because it gives them some sort of like semblance of legitimacy.
Yeah.
It's like, well, look, I mean, like one of them says that we're right, so checkmate, king me.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one that I do believe, I have been getting sucked in lately into like just Twitter beef over trans people. Like I'll read,
pops up on my feed all the time.
I'll read like threads of people arguing with each other.
Trans people.
No, but like the other day, I guess J.K. Rowling said another thing about trans people.
Yeah,
and it like had to do with like Nazi propaganda. Like people were trying to act like trans people were one of the main victims of the Holocaust.
Oh yeah.
And she was like, that's stupid as shit, right? The Nazis didn't care about trans people. And so like George Takei and people went after her being like, well, actually, here's the history on the scientists that believed in transgender studies.
That's something I've seen on like 4chan before where it was like
could you imagine how rough they looked back then?
yeah, dude.
Like, considering like how faulty it still is, like the transformations. Just imagine back then, dude.
It was German men, so they were already pretty feminine.
True.
Yeah.
Well,
you know how they are.
know.
They're into fashion. They have like weird, like they all have gay posture.
Like,
have you ever noticed that? You know how like they like very good,
there's a difference between
like every German guy.
There's a difference between like an effeminate affectation, but versus like an effeminate physiology. Because there's like tons of gay guys who act effeminate, who walk and present themselves as like gay or whatever, but they're built like linebackers.
Yeah,
sure.
Just giant bodybuilder gay guys. Oh, we have a caller. Two caller. We got Robert. We got C-Dumps.
What's going on?
And see, somebody's audio is fucked up. I think it's C-Dumps. A lot of feedback.
Yeah, C-Dumps. You seem both very quiet and very dark.
Yeah, there's a lot of feedback coming through. You got to turn your radio off if you're going to call in.
I think your headphones aren't plugged in.
I don't know.
I think you're listening out of your speaker and you don't have a mic.
She feels bad now. But we got Robert. We got Robert here calling in. Robert, thoughts on trans?
Oh, Putin on the Ritz.
Yeah. I completely support their right to exist and do what they want to do.
Thank you, Robert.
Thanks.
I agree.
Yeah, Robert.
But ask me how I feel personally about being with one. No, you didn't ask that. You didn't ask me about my position on
fucking
whether
them.
or not. Yeah, what if you have sex with them? I'm perfectly fine with everybody having sex with them, doing whatever you want, but you can't change. Yeah, you can't change the definition that it's now a heterosexual act. It is a homosexual act if you're with someone with a penis and you have one yourself.
Yeah, in the eyes of God.
So what you're saying is,
in the eyes of biology, you want to trust science, but you never want to trust it when it comes down to biology.
I don't trust science.
Yeah. But again, I have no problem with it.
You know who invented science?
Have fun.
Nazis.
There you go. I'm all for them too.
Yeah, science is always getting things wrong. They always have to revise and do other experiments and like try and disprove and reprove and all that. Yeah, I don't. It's
most of science was eugenics until like a year ago.
I mean, it's all like,
is it like 50 years ago is when they finally were like, oh wait, actually none of that.
I mean, all like almost all scholarly fields like that, science, history, you know what I mean? Like all this shit gets revised all the fucking time. Like it's like you can't really accept any of it as fact because it's always constantly being disproven or revised.
Right.
Or
that's why the world is flat.
Science is only about like 10 to 15% reliable at any given moment. So who knows? You know, biology. I mean, what even is biology? What does the word mean? I don't know. You know?
Yeah, me neither.
What is the word biology? I mean, ology. You know, as a suffix. I get what ology means, like the study of, bio meaning life, biology the study of life. Well, I guess I figured it out. That's what biology means, folks.
Yeah, that's pretty.
C-Dumps, your thoughts?
C-Dumps is muted.
Come on, C-Dumps, you got
muted. Come on.
Why are you filming from like behind a curtain, like a very thin curtain?
Yeah. Why are you coming into us from behind a veil?
From inside, from the perspective of a Muslim woman.
It's C-Dumps in the bottom of your screen there for the StreamYard. There's a mute button and a mic button. You've muted yourself. So hit that mic button.
Yeah. POV. You're a Muslim woman.
Through the veil.
Yeah. She's muted. This isn't. I don't know what's going on here.
There. Now you're
anymore.
Okay, now she's unmuted. C-Dumps.
I didn't see that. Yeah.
And now you're very quiet.
Oh, you're just very quiet. Wait, go to your settings. You can turn your mic volume up.
Folks, if you're just joining us, we're troubleshooting.
Hey, we spent the first hour trying to figure out how Patreon works. Now
We did, yeah.
Now,
folks,
if you've got tech troubles, just come here and we'll try to figure it out. Not well.
Sorry,
ladies and gentlemen, if you're thinking about starting a podcast, be cautious with Patreon because it doesn't work that well. If you have any issues, good fucking luck getting a hold of anybody. But also subscribe to my Patreon, patreon.com/cornfed with Dalton Pruitt. C-Dumps, your thoughts?
On what?
On trans people.
Trans people?
Just thoughts, I guess.
No,
Hey, what you thinking about?
Because you guys were talking about female athletes with CTE. I looked it up, and it was like the first one. She killed herself in 2022, and it was proven.
What sport?
I think I still have it up.
Track and field.
Soccer. Well, no, wait, it doesn't say it. Sorry.
Soccer?
Oh, she's an Australian football player.
Oh, that shit is fucking nuts.
It's like rugby, right?
It's like rugby, but it's fucking crazy. It's like them jumping over each other, kneeing each other in the head. It's nuts.
Damn.
Yeah, Australian football is so fucking cool.
Damn. That's
that I believe. That I can believe. That I think every Australian has CTE.
Was this woman look like?
Female. Oh.
Is she pretty or is she like butch?
Hey, I'm not a producer or anything. It
does she look? Yeah. What does she look like? Is it like Angela White?
Yeah.
It's just every Australian woman to me.
Describe her body to us.
Giant tits.
It's just showing her brain scans. It's not showing a picture of her.
All right, copy and paste her name, then Google it.
Yeah,
what is IQ? Chris Mack in the chat says the average IQ in America has been falling since the 80s. But I don't know what IQ.
Well, that's because of all the immigrants that they're busing in.
Okay, so IQ is immigrant quotient.
Yeah.
I've never taken an IQ test, and I don't really know what it measures. Like, is it like how good you are at puzzles?
It is puzzles.
It's mostly puzzles and it's general knowledge too. It's like
it's not really general knowledge, but it is how the different parts of your brain work. Problem-solving skills, be able to look at things in an abstract way, the ability to recognize patterns, things like that. A real IQ test is nothing like the 12-minute thing that you get on the internet. It's administered by psychologists and psychiatrists, and they're several hours long.
Yeah, I mean, I took one at school, but it was just matching puzzles. It was like, here's a pattern. Which one of these patterns fits with that one? And then it is
So
stuff like
it's
that.
like
It's
a-
like, oh, a fish is to a potato as a cat is to,
Yeah.
and the answer is like a parakeet.
Well, you take one when you're joining the military, but then they also add in like test for like I don't know, like other shit. But I remember the puzzle.
Yeah, there are weird ones though that I've
Is it
read about.
like
Like the
a-
dudes that are the highest IQ on Earth have taken IQ tests that are like, who was this like Olympic participant in 1978 that got the silver medal in the ice skating?
Well, it's a little. It's not a general aptitude test. It's not like taking some sort of entrance exam to a college or anything like that. And it's not a general knowledge test. It's really about how the brain functions and works. And it includes the concept. It's not just a written test that you take for 20 or 30 minutes or as part of another test. It really is hours and hours of written tests and hours of interviews as well with the person that administers the test and psychologist as well.
Dude,
So those
my
online
eye
ones don't
is so
count?
fucked up right now.
Hey,
You
So-
should
keep
get an
rubbing
eye
it.
patch.
I
Hey,
can't.
keep
I
rubbing
know
it.
I'm not supposed to rub it. I know I'm not. I just can't. I keep catching myself doing it,
Yeah.
but it's like reflexive, like because
You know what you are supposed to do is rest like chamomile tea bags.
Wait, really?
I'm not kidding. That is the best way to treat it. Is
Well,
you just lie
somebody
down.
needs to come teabag me then.
No, that's how you got it in the first place, dog.
Oh yeah. Should I go to the
You do-
doctor?
What's funny is when you keep rubbing it, and then immediately the next thing you do is rub your other eye. So you're trying to spread it to yourself. Watch out for that.
It's dude. Well, it's like. I mean, it is like when you have a like a sore in your mouth and you keep like fiddling with it. It's like, well, this is obviously making it worse, but I can't stop doing like touching this thing, and so. Yeah, it's like bugging me, and it's like leaking and oozing, and I keep like reaching for it and rubbing it, and then catching myself because when I rub it, it hurts. So, that's life.
Are you near any farms or stockyards or anything like that?
No,
Oh, okay. 'Cause when I was a little kid, we used to get them all the time. We had big stockyards in the town, and just from the shit floating in the air, you would get pink eye.
no, yeah, I don't know what did it, but it really hurts.
That's a tight
Oh.
excuse.
Washcloth.
Yeah. Hey, everybody, hit us with some super chats so I can pay my doctor to fix this.
That is
I
a
gotta go-
cool excuse to have, to be like, yeah, it's actually just the poop particles in the air.
This is farm I live next to.
That'll happen if a stripper farts in your face too.
Yeah, I've been wondering ever since like
Talking about poop particles?
eating ass became more common, like ubiquitous amongst sexual people that enjoy sex. How is there not more pink eye going around? Because I always heard that if you like get doo doo in your eye, that's how you get pink eye. So if people are like burying their faces in each other's asses, you would think that there would be widespread conjunctivitis.
No,
Well,
we're evolving.
one-
Becoming
one-
into it.
Two in the pink, one in the stink eye.
Yeah.
Hey, I think Drew can confirm this. If you're Mexican and you watch a dog take a shit, that's what gives you pink eye.
Oh yeah,
That's old Mexican folk lore.
That's
Old wife
just-
self.
that's just me trying to pretend like I know what he's talking about because I feel insecure about how little I have to do with my culture. Is that really a Mexican thing?
It's one that my ex-wife used to tell me. And she's Mexican herself.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, so that is an old
She's your
one.
next wife.
My next wife. And it would have been on to the next one, but it killed itself in that little town.
Okay. Damn, dude. It's been fun for me. It's interesting how like when you like abandon any sort of semblance of giving a shit in life and just live life with like wanton disregard for social mores and norms, how that does create like a sort of magnetism within yourself. Because my whole life I was always very like shy and nervous and anxious, and definitely scared of girls. But if you like look at my social media presence over the last like few months, I've been very publicly deviant and horny.
Oh hell yeah, dude.
I've been wilding. For lack of a better word, I've been wilding. And at this point, I now at least digitally I'm like a digital stud. Like I've attracted the attention of a lot of women on the internet.
Yeah, you pulled a Charles Bukowski.
Yeah. It's like I like when you finally like reach the bottom.
Charles Bukowski.
When you finally hit your like rock bottom in life and just stop giving a shit. Weirdly enough, this probably is how like mattress on the floor guys get laid all the time. It's like these don't give a fuck. So it's like women are attracted to the sort of devil may care attitude that comes with mattress on the floor.
That's my feeling about like Pete Davidson is that he's the first person that most of these super hot women have interacted with that just treats them like a regular person.
Yeah.
Probably most guys that they interact with are like, hey, what's up? And he's like, hey, I barely want to be alive.
Just became a premium member of the YouTube. Shout out to Token Tony. He's one of my artists. He helps. He makes great. He makes good ass.
Mic up more.
Token,
hold on. Very quiet.
Hold on. I'm shouting out Token Tony. He became a premium member. He makes good ass art. Look for Token Tony on the internet at Token Tony. He does good ass art for me.
Yeah, Token Tony's the GOAT.
He is also a real ass dude.
Dude, I follow him with both of my accounts.
Let's see.
All right, now a little too loud, actually, to be honest.
Can I add another person? Oh wow, we got too many people now.
Hi, Drew.
Oh hell yeah! Is that Drew Huntley?
Yeah, Drew's here.
I'm in here, dude. I'll go.
Drew's here. All the stars are here.
Full show.
The stars are with us tonight.
Yeah. What's up, Drew? You drinking?
Oh yeah. Well, I just got back, so I just started drinking.
Okay,
yeah, bro.
You got back from what? Like the dumpster?
Yeah, dude. No, I was hiking out in Muir Woods.
Okay, we're Muir Woods.
Yeah.
Where is that in Hyrule?
It's in Alto, California.
Okay.
So pretty much Hyrule. The Hyrule.
You're a Cali boy?
Yeah, Cali, dude.
He's out in California way.
Oh yeah. Yeah, dude. I'm from Hanford, California. You ever heard of that place?
No, what's that, south?
No, it's like central Cal. It's like near Fresno. It's a little shitty small farming town.
Okay, so a little bit south of me, but I like the area because you can go to Yosemite pretty quick.
Yeah, Drew. Hell yeah.
I go to anti-Yosemite, which is Palestine, folks.
I got it.
Prayers to all the people in that region. I'm not gonna pick a side. I don't. I try not to pick sides. I just, I wish them all the best.
Yeah,
that's what I say. That's my stance. Hey, best of luck to you.
Best of luck to both of you. Even though,
hey, may the best man win.
For either.
That's my stance on the whole situation. May the best man win.
The best lady man. Whoever has the best lady man wins.
Mm-hmm.
They should do a trans competition, and that's where we decide the winner.
They should have.
Israel might win that though.
Yeah, probably. Israel probably has better like trans technology, but who knows? Who knows what Palestine's cooking up? Could be
true.
Could be like the Fremen from Dune, where like no one realizes that they have the hottest trans women on Earth. like how the Fremen are actually the strongest warriors in the universe.
Yeah, that's what they're hiding in the tunnels.
That's what they're hiding in those tunnels underneath all the daycare.
That's why Israel is so concerned.
The hottest.
The burqa over him.
Scooney, $20 super chat. Please go to the damn Dr. Dalton. I will go to Dr. Dalton.
Dr. Dalton.
Dr. Dalton. You guys ever get into Dr. John?
Nah, who's he?
He was like a Zydeco something. It's like a New Orleans jazz man. Yeah, whatever.
Was he a doctor?
Spiritually, I think he was a Dr. John, MD, metaphysical doctor. But no, he was a musician. He was like a Cajun jazz fellow. I don't know if you're. If you're into that sort of thing, I just listen to video game soundtracks.
No, I like that. I saw the ones that you had. I listened to those like a month earlier too. I was geeking out on the Super Mario 64, the fucking
the Mars
Crash
Volta
Bandicoot shit, Nirvana.
No, yeah, Mario. The Mars Volta. The Mario Mars Volta.
Dude, that was so fucking good.
That guy's
It's like
insane.
the whole album, you just get stuck.
I haven't looked at his account lately, but when he did that, like for those that don't know, I found this account. I think it's Quip, QUIP, that's been doing these. A lot of these accounts do this. They'll do like recreations of songs with like different video game sound fonts. And some people will do whole albums, but some psycho went through and did recreated the entire album Deloused in the Comatorium in the Super Mario 64 sound font, which is like so insane. Because like, if you ever listen to that record, it's like one of the more like frenetic, intricate like pieces of music that's out there. Like the amount of shit that you would have to like understand
about
music.
Live, you'd have to remember too much to play it live.
Yeah, there's
so many
like,
different sounds and so spastic all the time too. So.
Yeah, because like somebody I saw one recently where somebody did like Nevermind in the Crash Bandicoot sound font, but you're only dealing with like 3 different instruments in the vocals, and it's pretty
handful of chords and changes.
Yeah, it's pretty stripped down. Yeah, it's like stripped down music, so that would be simple. But to do it with a band like a 7-piece band like the Mars Volta, that in the studio is also doing like all these like recording tricks and overdubs and stuff. It's just an autistic like endeavor, a severely autistic thing to do. And the craziest thing about it was like at the time he did that, he only had like 60 YouTube subscribers, so it was like for nobody.
Yeah,
but it got like a decent amount of views, but it was like one of the more just obsessive, insane things I've seen anyone do. Was like go through each like layer of that album and recreate it in Mario noises.
Yeah, I have a lot of respect for guys who have that level of like autism, is what I'm assuming it is, to be able to do that shit, because it was masterful, dude. It was truly like masterful.
And he did it with Francis the Mute too.
Yeah, that was the one I listened to.
Yeah, he was like, that's crazy because I was like, at the end of the day, it's like, who's this for? It's not marketable. It's for guys like us, like severely autistic idiots, who are just
60 subscribers.
Yeah, it's like loneliest people.
My 2 favorite things: Mexican prog rock and Mario. Who would have thought that these would blend well together? And most of the planet would say they don't. Most people would say
the planet was wrong.
It was genius.
Most people don't like the Mars Volta. Like, first off, most people I've talked to really hate that band, and they're Philistines for feeling that way. They're idiots. They're dumb.
Yeah,
low IQ.
I think they were like kind of too far ahead of their time, because I feel like if they came out during like, I don't know, when Spotify was first blowing up as like a thing people use, they would have been far more successful than they already were, being a really fucking weird band that still somehow was like kind of mainstream.
Yeah. Well, they were already, I mean, I think we've talked about this a lot, but they were already successful as At the Drive-In. Like what elements of the Mars Volta existed as At the Drive-In. They were going to be the next big thing, and then that fell apart, I guess because of like heroin or something.
Yeah.
And so that one guy went and started Sparta, which is, boo, piss.
Yeah, it's not great.
Hiss. I like that one song, that one big hit they had. What is it? Cut Your Ribbon. But other than that, Sparta sucks. And then Cedric and Omar started Mars Volta and just created like at that time and even now some of the more inaccessible music that's out. Inaccessible compared to like what's popular. There's much weirder music out there.
Yeah.
But a lot of people
not just inaccessible, but frankly, like physically uncomfortable. A lot of the sounds that they were creating is like it's supposed to not feel good to listen to. Yeah.
Well, there's like on Francis the Mute, there's probably a solid 45 minutes. It's just like wind.
Yeah.
It's just like the sound of cars driving and wind.
Yeah, it's just it's after the first song too.
Yeah. Like when Cygnus Visman Cygnus ends, there's like 16 minutes of just like, and then like,
and like Mexican women talking in the background.
Yeah, just like the chatter of like Mexican ladies. Yeah, and some people dig. I enjoy that shit, but a lot of people have said like if they would cut out these like soundscapes, this would be a much more cohesive album. And it's like, hey, fuck you, you just don't see the vision.
Yeah.
They cut out. I mean, they cut out the title track. Even like they did have to cut out the actual song Francis the Mute for you dumbasses. Because who's going to sit through 6 minutes of a phone ringing?
Yeah.
That's a lot of rap from the 90s, though.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, there is like a lot of rap in the 90s had those like interlude tracks, but a band like this would really do like
it's an artsy interlude that they're doing, but 15 minutes they did get kind of out there with that shit, but it worked for the album in a way.
Yeah. But big fan, and it's just it was too weird.
Friend of the podcast,
friend of the show,
friend of the pod.
Friend of the show, Cedric Omar, John Theodore, Juan Alderte, Flea.
The guy from Flea.
John Pachante.
See, Lucas said the same thing. Dalton, not being a dick, soak your eye in organic tea. It is good for whatever reason. You get a tea bag, you take it out of the thing, and then you just leave it in your eye.
Tea bag
Jason Ellis.
You gotta tea bag your eye.
Jason Ellis is in the chat. Great skateboarder, I guess. Says Dalton regularly poisons his ears by listening to Mars Volta and Femoid. I mean, friend of the show.
Friend of the show, Femoid and Volta.
Yeah, he's very upset that I am friends with Femoid and talk about her. Look, I'm in love with her.
She's a controversial figure.
She's a provocateur. She does get under my skin.
She can provoke.
Sure.
Yeah.
She can provoke.
Yeah, I saw that picture she posted of the sheer.
Oh,
shirt.
my own.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, I'm back
She's on nipple?
Yeah, you can see.
Yeah.
All right, maybe I'll have to follow her.
Yeah, everybody, go check out Femoid's Twitter.
Yeah, Drew.
I haven't before or after looked her up. I have no knowledge of her except for that episode, and I don't
look at this. Just bringing it all around. Bazooper says she's a eunuch provocateur. That's the third track on Tremulant by the Mars Volta, their first EP. Thank you. It's Cut That City, Concertina, Eunuch Provocateur. Thank you.
Yeah.
I definitely was very obsessed with him for a while. I haven't listened to him in a while at this point. Like I said, I mostly just listen to like the Donkey Kong soundtrack now.
Well, didn't they put out like new stuff? Because it's like a once or twice a year listen for me.
I haven't listened to the new album,
Mars Volta.
It listens cooler. It sounds cooler on those other fonts, though. I think, like the Donkey Kong version is almost cooler. It's
I gotta stop touching my eye. Yeah, that's what they were missing.
I've only listened to. I have on my thing. They did that for one of the Circus Survive albums, and I have that, and I'll listen back to it sometimes. Blue Sky Noise. They have an 8-bit.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know what band I like? You know what band I haven't listened to this in a while. I'm going to listen to this later tonight. That band, Fall of Troy. You ever listen to that album, Doppelganger?
Yeah, dude. I saw them live with RX Bandits and this band called Maps and Atlases.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Damn,
Dude, oh, it was so sick too. The lead singer of Fall of Troy, I forget what fucking song they were playing, but it was a song that has like a breakdown, like a pause point. And
was
right
it the FCP remix or whatever?
It may have been that, but the lead singer, they paused and he spit this loogie that hit the ceiling, and then it just slowly was dropping from the ceiling, and he did like they weren't playing music or anything, and it was slowly dropping from the ceiling, and he caught it in his mouth when it fell.
That's
and then
disgusting.
right as he caught it,
So
they
perfect.
started playing music again.
I'm
and
gonna
it was
throw
one of-
up, dude.
It was one of
that
the
is
sickest
cool.
things
That's
I've
fucking
ever
terrible,
seen,
dude.
That
was
sucks,
tight.
but it is cool.
Dude, I would have
It's
thrown
so
up
fucking
live.
gross.
That's
I watched one
perfect.
time I saw Taking Back Sunday, and Adam Lazara, or whoever, that's his name, right? Spit into the crowd. I watched a girl catch it in her hand and put it in her pocket.
That's tight.
Well,
I'd do that if it
It's
was
not gonna
like
stay in the pocket.
Beyonce or something. Yeah,
You'd put it in your pocket.
Yeah, no, I'd probably
Maybe I
Instantly.
misunderstood because I was young and she didn't put it in her pocket. She put it straight in her pussy.
Straight
Oh
in the
yeah, she
puss.
may have done that.
She grabbed it and she went, oh.
Actually, I'm pretty sure that's exactly what
100%
happened.
certain she put it in her pussy. Now that you guys say it, sorry for my
Put it in her
naive
third
fucking
pocket.
14-year-old mind that was like, yeah, she put it in her pocket.
That's
Technically, it
disgusting.
is a pocket.
I don't
Yeah,
like spit.
see Dump's nose. It's another pocket.
I go piss over spit.
The ultimate pocket.
You rather get pissed on like that one guy? That video
Yeah, I'd rather
that-
get pissed on than spit on.
I mean,
Yeah.
Token Tony in the chat wants to know what the thumbnail should be for the next episode of Crowder Boys.
You guys are going guestless, right?
I don't think we're having a guest next week. It's gonna be on Robbie's channel. What's a good what's a good trio? What's like a trio?
Charlie's Angels.
There you go, Charlie's Angels.
Pretty good.
There we go. I'll take C Dump's recommendation. Charlie, do us as Charlie's Angels.
Wait, which version though? The older one or the new one?
The new
Older.
one with
Yeah,
Cameron
Who's gonna be
Diaz.
the
No, wait,
tiny
no.
one?
Yeah, the one with Lucy Liu.
Wasn't there
do
even
you guys
an even
think that
newer
you
one?
think Crack
Lucy
is
Liu.
Lucy Liu?
Crack is Lucy
Crack
Liu.
probably is Lucy Liu.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's
But
the
it
only
is,
one of
dude.
us that smokes Lucy's probably.
Wait, who
Well,
was
you're
the lead
definitely
in
Drew
that?
Barrymore.
Was that
It
Drew
was
Definitely
Barrymore?
Drew Barrymore.
Was
I
she the
can't
main
remember.
one?
Well, there's 3 of them.
Yeah,
No,
but who?
Cameron
but-
Diaz, Lucy Liu, and
Yeah, and
God
Cameron
damn.
Diaz. That's probably a good one.
and Drew Barrymore.
Well, Dalton's Drew
can't-
Barrymore, so
no,
that
it
means
wasn't
Robbie's
Drew
Cameron
Barrymore.
Diaz.
Yeah, Dalton is much more of a.
oh
Drew
no, it was
Barrymore.
Drew Barrymore.
Yeah,
Okay.
And
Rob-
Robbie's
Drew
more
Barry-
of a Cameron
that's-
Diaz. You know what? It actually works out pretty well.
Did you know that there was another one that came out in 2019, and it's
Yeah.
Kristen Stewart and some other bitches. Who the fuck are these ladies? Naomi Scott and Ella Balinska. I don't fucking know who they
Saw
are.
that.
Directed by Elizabeth Banks. Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It actually
Dude, stop
came out.
stop giving that bitch a camera. Good God. She's not even that good of an actor. Don't let her fucking direct movies.
Yeah, I think that was like around that kind of tied into like the internet turning on women, or like dudes on the internet turning on women, because I'm pretty sure like that
Wait,
movie.
You think the internet turned on women at some point?
Well, you know,
The internet was
Wait,
made
were
for
you-
the bros to finally get some
remember
time to
AOL?
themselves.
Well, look at the beginning of the internet, there was like a cold war between men and women, and then it took until like, I don't know, sometime in the last like 8 years to where we stopped. It's no longer a cold war, it's a full-on war between men and women.
You're saying it's
And-
not a middle school dance anymore where they've found like Tumblr and shit that they could do. Now we're all mixing and mingling and we don't like it.
Yeah, this is endgame, dude. This is endgame between men and women. To me, it's crazy. There's a war out there, dude. You have to participate.
Girls
Yeah.
girls do act like they were like oppressed for all of history, But if you think about it, it's really guys killing themselves to not have to be around women.
Speaking of Cold War, there's a
It's
hot
been
war
just finding a
happening.
reason to go to war so that they don't have to be around their wives.
True.
There's a hot war happening
There's a lot
right
of
now between friends of the show, Jake Flores and Ian Fidance on Twitter.
saw that.
Oof, yeah,
I saw
yeah.
that.
That's how I actually went into one of my rabbit holes on trans people, because Jake accused Ian of allowing his fans to be homophobic, and Ian was like, I don't allow it. I'm actually all the time. I said, don't do that. I don't like it. And then one of the dudes that I'd see on Twitter all the time was just like, trans people aren't humans.
Oh Jesus!
And Ian's like, why are you so obsessed with this? It's fucking weird, dude. And I watched him and some other dude just have like an absolute like standoff on, you hate trans people, and he's like, I don't hate them. I don't think that it's possible, and they're all susceptible to like some,
Yeah.
Yeah, here's the thing about Twitter though, is like there's things
They're
that get
also
under my
Ian's
skin.
fans.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
in their
True.
defense, they're fans of Ian's comedy. I mean,
Right.
that's-
Or
Hey.
other things that Ian has been on.
Ian Fidance
Yeah,
has like one of the most absurd Twitters I've ever seen.
It's pretty frenetic. It's pretty chaotic. Friend of the show, Ian. Love Ian.
yeah,
Actually, Ian's a very good dude. I won't get into all the specifics, but he's a good guy, and he came through for me when I needed people in my corner.
shout
Friend of
out
the
Ian.
show. Shout out to Ian.
Shout out.
Yeah.
I mean, any public person now, though, like anybody like putting themselves out there as like a podcaster or a comedian, if you attract enough like the people online now that are fans of this stuff, you're gonna get like probably
Yeah.
60 to 70% psychos are gonna be your fans.
Yeah,
There's like
it's
a
the
very
internet.
there's like a very small contingent of people that are just like normal about any of this. Most people that are spending this much time on the internet like following their favorite comedians are unhinged.
Yeah.
They're fucking nuts.
Yeah.
That's why like the key to like engaging with it, like the internet existing on Twitter, is you do have to jester max. You just have to. It's not. You can't take any of it seriously.
But it's not.
Yeah.
It's not even. It's not that it's people who are fans of it. It's people who are doing it. It's all of it, dude. People that are like aspiring towards comedy, for the most part, are fucking retarded losers. It is the most annoying and like
'Cause
unbearable people I've interacted
But
with in my
think
life.
about it this way. If you understand the mind of a comedian, it's the only way they're gonna like actually be able to make money. It's the only hope they have. Like, man, most are gonna get stuck as bartenders their whole lives. Let's be honest. Waiters, bartenders, homeless. But that was gonna happen anyway. But at least doing open mics and trying to pursue comedy is like a glimmer of hope, where it's like,
Gives you meaning.
it's like I might actually end up making more money than most people if I'm like end up being good at this. And so like you have to understand that these are people like who don't have anything else. Like their minds are too, and I'm the same way. It's like, what the fuck?
It is a level of insanity to even consider it a revenue stream.
What, like doing comedy at all, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, of
Well,
course.
it used to not be that way. You used to have to
It shouldn't be.
one of the
Actually,
top of
no
the
one
top.
should make money from doing comedy ever.
I mean, the mindset.
The reward for them should be the artistic value of making people laugh with their
Now
time.
you sound like
And
Jake.
they should pay for the
now
privilege
you're
to do it.
sounding like Jake. This is commie. This is pinko commie bullshit.
This is comedy.
Yeah, this is some commie gobbledygook.
Now that Jake is telling everyone get a job, I might be on his
Yeah,
side.
but here's the thing about
Yo,
Jake.
it is the funniest thing on earth for a guy to be like a communist, like, oh, I'm an artist and everything that I like praxis.
Is he grifting though?
To go to a guy that's just like, hey, get a job.
He's
idiot.
not
He is
grifting.
not grifting.
He's
I
not
even tried to.
grifting.
I commented on something he posted to try and help him grift, because he was like clowning on Ian for the fact that Ian got that premium thing. He's paying for Twitter now. And it's like, Jake, look at the fucking analytics. Look at the metrics here. You have 40,000 followers on Twitter. If you could figure out how to say anything interesting or funny, which you've never done, But if you could figure that out and start posting stuff that people want to engage with, and you have that premium membership, it's $11 a month. You get good engagement on your posts. You make money on it. You make that money back and then some. Like,
But
I
a
have
lot
a
of those
really
probably hate followers.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
So-
Most
Probably.
of his engagements are Gomites attacking him.
But I'm
But
saying
he can still take advantage of that.
He's got the foundation.
That's
Yes, he
the
can
thing
take
about
advantage
Twitter
of
trolls.
it. If you knew what he
Ever
was
since
doing, he
Elon
could
has
take
created the
advantage.
monetization where views matters more than likes or any other form of engagement, all he's fostered is this like thing where people are the most annoying they can be on
Yeah,
Earth,
it's like
and
that,
it's working.
like that Pearl chick. What's her name?
That's what
H-
pussy and
Oh,
bio
yeah.
is.
H. Pearl Davis.
God.
Because I think she figured out it's like, okay, all these people hate me, but like, look at these fucking paychecks.
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
It's like,
Well, she
dude,
did the Mr. Beast method of looking at a YouTube algorithm that's working for a couple of content creators recently. What's a recent thing that's happening? And she jumped on a sphere, and then she
Yeah.
couldn't handle like the rhetoric of it because it's like, you don't believe in this. It's not something to believe in. You're a retard. It's not going to work. You know, like you can't just go on grifting about something that has nothing behind it because you're not behind it.
yeah.
yeah. It's, I mean, you know, it's like a lot of these people are like very contemptible, but it's like, you got to look at it and put yourself, like, see it in yourself where they figured out a way to make at least 6 figures a year at the low end, being like stupid on the internet, just being like stupid and incendiary and not really having to. They figured out, like, that's the thing, is they figured out a way to like make a good living without having to clock in and answer to anybody but themselves.
I was the Easter Bunny today.
Dude, what? You were the Easter Bunny today?
Yes.
Well, you answer to God or some sort of pagan deity. That's noble. That's virtuous.
Some sort of zombie rabbit.
That's art. That's performance art.
I'm sorry.
I don't see the value, like, truly at this point, you know, with social media being the way, like, what it is now, where like the internet used to just be like a anonymous place to post and riff bits and have a good time. And they, like, nobody used it for any other purposes but to enjoy themselves in their off time. And that was great. But with social media the way it is now, where everybody's like public facing, whether they're anonymous or not, like you have a profile that's going to be seen by tons and tons of people if it like picks up any traction.
Wait.
I'm
seeing
what you're seeing now, Drew. We see you. You're seen. You
There's
matter.
45 people watching.
There's 45 people watching. I have 1,500 YouTube subscribers, and 45 of them are tuned in now.
Those are good numbers. Those are good numbers.
Yeah,
for
I
live
should have
stream.
changed my name.
Anything over 30 is actually like
Yeah,
a very positive. live
Yeah, that's
stream.
like top 10%.
if you can convert anybody over to anything, it's good enough. You know what I mean? Like, I get people from Twitter to subscribe to the YouTube, and then people on the YouTube to tune into this. It's all sales. It's conversion. We're trying to, we're upselling.
Yeah, it's a marketing funnel.
Yeah, subscribe to the YouTube.
See,
Yeah,
I did want to say, I would prefer you in a Easter Bunny costume than any of the people that were in those when I was growing up, because it was always men. And I always was afraid. And my parents,
like
actually,
at the mall.
my parents brought this up to me recently,
How could you
that they
tell,
thought I
though?
was afraid of like mascots.
But you're just afraid of men.
No, it's just like there's a guy in there.
Oh yeah.
What kind of fucking weirdo
Yeah.
is like a guy in a
There's
costume
a guy who
trying to talk
looks
to
like Kurt
kids?
Metzger in there.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want
Always,
that around
almost
kids.
always, it's like an old dude that it like is
Yeah.
definitely a pervert.
An old
I can't
creepy
stop
Kurt
rubbing
Metzger.
it. I can't stop rubbing my. It's
You're
bugging
making
the
my
shit.
face
it's,
itchy.
It's leaking
Right, you're
pussy
making me
juice.
want to do it.
Go get a hot washcloth or something.
It's fine. I'll pour. I got a Topo
There
Chico
you
I
go,
can
girl
pour
advice.
into it.
Yeah,
No, you
that's
need
what she said.
T-balls.
God damn
See what I've said.
You got,
How could you tell it was a man though?
Because they would talk. That's the problem.
Oh.
Like when I was
The
the,
hog.
like
they're
the
crank.
Easter thing
Hey,
that I'd
you
like
can
go to
feel that
growing
it's a
up, I could
man.
hear the guy. They'd be like,
Yeah.
"Come here."
Oh yeah, I was doing.
Like-
I had candy. I was like, "Would you like a piece of candy?"
But the same
And-
with Santa. Like I don't like a Santa.
No, like a
Folks,
Santa?
No, I never
Santa.
liked a Santa. As a kid, I was like, nah, I did not fuck with Santa.
Nah, I like a good Santa, dude. When I see, you know what I mean? They're like
Well, what?
Good Caucasian Santa, yes.
You're very child rapeable.
No,
Folks,
dude,
you look
Santa isn't a threat because you're in the mall, you're in public, you know what I mean? Your parents
Yeah,
are
you're
there.
sitting on his lap.
Well,
in
that's where he
front of
sneaks
people.
a grope.
Mhm.
That's
There's
exactly
cameras,
what
bro.
those guys are into.
There's cameras. There's, you know, there's like a dude in CCTV at the mall security.
Yeah,
and shit.
that's what he
He's got
likes.
that big robe.
He's an
Right.
exhibitionist,
Hides
and
everything
Chris
he's a
Kringle
pervert.
TV, yes.
He's rubbing his wiener on you, and he's like, they all see it, and they don't even know.
Well, you never
Yeah.
sat on Santa's lap?
I don't
Wait
know.
a second.
I don't think so.
Wait a second.
I
Stop.
don't. I think I don't fuck with that.
Stop. Let's hit a station tag real quick, folks. If you're just joining us, this is Dork Cornfed, the team up, the brave and the bold of podcasting. Cornfed meets Dork Court, Dork Cornfed, youtube.com/@Dork Court, twitch.tv/like Kool-Aid, patreon.com/Dork Court. And then you're already here on my YouTube. Then I have patreon.com/Cornfed with Dalton Pruitt. And the other program is the Crowder Boys, which is I understand it can be difficult to follow, but next week is on Robbie's channel. So youtube.com/@whataboutRob.
Is shit figured out where you can actually do super chats in this?
And Robbie's got his super chats figured out. Mine have been figured out. So folks, hit us with some super chats. But folks, thank you for joining in. If you're just joining us, that's what we're doing a stream, and we were talking about Sandy Claus, and now we're on to what are we talking about?
Well, we keep
Super
circling back
chats,
to
foreign
pedophiles.
money accepted.
We haven't finished many thoughts. We've started up on stuff and kind of drifted.
No, we're freeforming.
We're free. It's stream of conscious. It's Finnegan's Wake.
Yeah.
Stream of consciousness. We're doing Ulysses. We're writing letters to our wives about how we want them to shit in our mouths when we get home.
Damn.
Shit on my penis.
Yeah, the old Iliad.
When I get home, take a dump on my penis.
And don't be fucking with 30 other warriors.
And my
You're
fucking dog
definitely
better be
fucking.
there.
When I get home, take a dump on my penis sounds like something out of Finnegan's Wake.
That would be my letter. Like, have you those? Because have you read any of those James Joyce letters?
Yeah, they're so funny.
I'm not as eloquent, so if I wrote a letter to my wife like that, it'd be like, babe, when I get home, please take a dump on my penis. Signed Dalton. That's XOXO.
Ooh, Raphael is being very sassy. He said, "Yeah, it's called conversation."
Oh, here we go,
All right, dude.
Okay. Raphael's a day one. He's an OG.
All right.
Raphael would hit a super chat if he wasn't impoverished in Brazil. If he wasn't,
Dude, we accept all
understand,
currency in super chat. By the way, all currency acceptable in super chat.
Yeah, you can
pesos,
send us
yuan,
Lira, yen. Won,
you can send us
everything.
pictures of Brazilian women.
The more racist sounding the currency.
Oh,
the
I
better.
gotta. Speaking of, I gotta check my crypto wallet real quick.
Dude, people sent you some?
Dude, yeah. Friend of the show, Croyd. He's not here right now, but Croyd sent me a little bit of Ethereum.
Nice.
Yeah, because I remembered I had this crypto wallet that I opened when I went crazy. And oh shit, dude, he sent me a good chunk of change, man.
Yeah, Ethereum's doing pretty well right now.
I guess more than I realized because let me check on this because when the last I checked my crypto wallet, my various
Watch Dalton
cryptos
just cut stream. He's like, I'm doing really good. Boop.
Delete the whole thing. Delete the whole operation. I'm crypto rich now. No, the last time I checked my crypto wallet, the fiat value, which is the US dollar, it's going away, was at like $43 between my various shit coins and a little bit of Ethereum I had. And then like whatever this amount of Ethereum he gave me, I'm now the fiat amount is $99.
Oh,
that I have total.
Whoa.
So shout out to folks, if you want to send me cryptocurrency.
I had to, dude. I was watching you guys the other night when Drew was on Crowder Boys, And I had to turn it off while you were talking about crypto because I almost started spazzing in the chat.
You don't like crypto?
No. I'm big on crypto, but okay. I was gonna argue with you.
He posted his wallet, and I was laughing so hard because like half of the crypto you bought, like I had never even heard of.
It was dude. I am not joking because I created that wallet when I was crazy. And I was making investment decisions based on symbology. So just like whatever the token looked like I was like, one of them was like a raven. So I'm like, raven, very wise bird. You know, it's a smart bird that's probably going to pay off.
The guy who looked into this definitely thought of ravens being wise.
Yeah.
Made the wisest coin.
I mean, people don't notice ravens are also a bird that can talk. They talk.
No, I've heard they can actually say a lot of words compared to even macaws. They have actually a pretty extensive vocabulary. You can train them well. They're kind of dangerous because they're attack birds. They will attack you. I've heard, but
in the Song of Ice and Fire books, the Game of Thrones books, when they send a raven, the ravens talk in the books.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. So, I thought that would be a good investment. It wasn't. There was another one I invested in that was like a picture of the sun or something. I'm like, yeah, the sun that provides life, warmth. Lost money.
So that's the thing. Did you sell them? Did you give up?
No, I'm
he still has them.
I hold.
So, yeah. Just wait.
Know when to hold and when to fold.
Just wait, dude.
Yeah, but I mean
we're coming back. Did you see Bitcoin hit all-time high? Ethereum is close to an all-time high. All the other bullshit ones are gonna come up after. Ethereum, that's the way that the cycle goes.
The smart money right now, like the for sure money, is on Ethereum and Bitcoin. And if you're on Twitter and you set up your tip function on Twitter, those are the only two you can really link. So if you go to my Twitter at Dalton Lee Pruitt and you want to tip me some Ethereum and Bitcoin, feel free to do that. It'll go straight to my crypto wallet.
Yeah. There's other ones that are part
super
of the
chat from
ecosystem.
Milo, 99 cents super sticker. Sorry, Miguel, go ahead.
No, he has to pee.
No, I gotta pee, and also don't. It's not worth anything for anyone. People hate it every time. It's just there is a knee jerk where I'm like, that's not what's actually going on.
This is like Mars Volta for him.
I put too much money in crypto, and it has to work.
I think that's every crypto guy.
It's almost back. I almost have all my money back. I'm pretty sure, that I was right.
Mm-hmm.
What?
I have to pee.
That's the investment plan, though.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sticking to scratchers. I'm sticking to scratchers, and
I'm selling battery
betting on sports,
solar power behind the CVS. So.
Wait, what?
I'm in renewable energies markets.
You're invested in solar power?
No, I sell stolen batteries by a CVS, but it's renewable energies.
So listen to this. So the amount of Ethereum that was sent to me was 0.0156350384053398 Ethereum. Nice. That little amount is worth $54.40.
Yeah, dude.
So I mean, Ethereum's up. Ethereum's up.
1,000 Chinese pennies or whatever it was.
So Croy, friend of the show, Croy, just sent me like $55.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
that counts as a super chat.
That's a super chat, folks. That's a very super chat because that's real. That's real money. Like fiat currency is going away.
It could turn into $60.
Yeah, so it could easily turn into
20.
It could turn into 20, but it doesn't look like it's trending that way. Like Ethereum and Bitcoin just keep going up and up. So who knows? But it doesn't look like they're depreciating in value because as the real economy, as real money deteriorates and loses its value, all these cryptos go up. So in the real world, it's sort of like the Matrix, I guess. Like the real world is turning into like an underground city where we eat like flavorless grits and there's no sun. That's like the US dollar. And then crypto is the Matrix where it's like, it's $19.99 forever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Damn,
it's awesome.
Dude,
it's awesome forever.
Look, the government is going to get rid of the dollar because the IRS can't trace it. That's why crypto is going to take over. I mean, they're just going to create a digital dollar, but it will all operate on exchange systems that are being kind of put in place.
You know what's interesting?
That's why, like, look, it'll go up, it'll go down, it'll go up, it'll go down. Like, you'll lose a ton of money, you'll make a lot of money, but in fucking 20 years from now, Bitcoin is still going to be around and it's going to be worth over $1 million.
Yeah, you know what? You know what's really interesting to think about?
Maybe
is that
that's what you're supposed to think about it. Where it's a once in a lifetime thing where there's an exchange to a new currency system.
Well, I think
that like you'll just be able to become rich off of it just by being around at the right time.
I'm less optimistic. I think it was a once in a lifetime thing to invest in it when it was like $100, and then now now the ship sailed. I think the ship sailed.
Well, this next cap could be the last cap, and with what they're doing with the governance and whatever the government does with what you're saying, trying to institute a national version of this or a federalized version of this, like you could look at the end of an actual Bitcoin just through federal competition.
No, because the way that blockchain works is that kind of all of the value of exchange of the individual ones relies on their ability to exchange with another one. So that's why all of them follow Bitcoin, because it's the easiest one to exchange with all of them. So the systems of crypto are based on interoperability with Bitcoin, and it will stay the proof of concept value like gold.
I think what we're all saying is the same thing. Give me some Bitcoin.
Give Dalton Bitcoin.
Go to my Twitter.
There's other ones I think you can make more money off. It's like about figuring out what is going to be the infrastructure of digital exchange of the future.
Or leave a super chat. Either one you want to do.
Bitcoin's a long-term investment. I mean, you're still hedging your bets. It's still a gamble. It's a one-time gamble. Like it's an investment gamble, but it's a one-time gambling opportunity where you invest an amount and it's either a long-term or a short-term buyout, but you're still a gamble at every time.
Well, it is much more of a gamble, though, if you're trying to do short-term. If you're trying to trade it quick and make a bunch of money right now, good luck. You're gambling. You're playing sports bets. It's guessing. But if you look at it as the world will transition onto a digital dollar because the governments will be able to trace every single transaction and know everything that you do with your money and choose when you're allowed to use it and not. And we're all going to do it. It's going to happen because of course it will.
I do want to point something out. It is like surprising that Drew, not Drew Flores or Drew in California here, surprising how much you know about this, because it looks like all of your investments is based on like what I see of you is like gold coins you have in your
wallet. Livestock,
copper.
Yeah, it's like copper and like silver and gold that you have.
I got copper all day, dude. I'm an electrician. I got copper.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, you're set, dude. I mean, you're in the trades.
Set,
which I guess.
By the way,
dude.
You know, one of like the main arguments with crypto is like, oh, what if the grid goes down? Like, how are you going to get your money? If the grid goes down, cash won't work either. You're not going to be able to go to the bank and ask them to like go through their paper ledgers and find you your money. We're done with cash. If the grid goes down, the only currency exchange is like bullets and rice.
If the grid goes down,
if the grid goes down,
or copper,
the currency becomes bussy.
Yeah.
We trade
bussy
in
and bullets.
It's gonna be batteries
and bullets.
That's what you're selling.
Everybody, look for my short story, my post-apocalyptic short story collection, Bussy and Bullets.
Bussy and Bullets.
A Kindle exclusive, Bussy and Bullet, Tales from the Wasteland.
But like the preppers that are storing up non-perishable food, like
I love me some doomsday preppers.
Mm-hmm. I love doomsday preppers.
I always thought I was going to be more of a prepper.
Yeah, Miguel, you're a prepper because you take prep because you're gay.
Right, thanks.
You're fucking gay. Dude.
More preparation.
Nice. But isn't that more valuable as currency if shit really goes down, like stuff like that?
Yeah, although
yesterday
I had an expired can of soup.
Well, cigarettes are gold.
I thought they couldn't go bad, but I had bad soup.
Cigarettes are
Did you
gold.
get sick?
Cigarettes is gonna be
It
like
hurt my tummy.
Waterworld, dude. Like it'll be like the movie Waterworld, where cigarettes is like the
Gold.
the prize. Yeah, the Dennis Hopper guy who smokes cigarettes character. Do you guys think? Has anyone ever met? I don't want to reveal too much by asking this. Oh, I did want to say though, to wrap up the crypto corner. You know, I think I just realized something. I did just realize something talking about all this and like this digital age and all that. Like some of the just sort of a revelation I just had is that when you think about it, the future really is made of virtual insanity.
Jamiroquai.
Cito's got it. Miguel, you don't know that song?
No.
Well, that would have killed in 1997. What I just did. But speaking, talking about the digital age, have any of you guys ever met? Have you ever met people like friends or even like partners or whatever? I know we've all kind of met each other through the internet, but like, have you ever developed like bonds, connections with people that through meeting them on the internet?
Yeah,
I met Drew on the internet.
Yeah, we met him through your Discord. Loud Boy.
We met at your show at one of those fucking Sunday Fun Day shows or whatever you guys called it. Brooklyn's Cool.
Oh, Brooklyn's Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, we met up there for the first time, and now we have a show together.
Kevin Brennan came up with that name. I think he was like, "Hey, you guys should start a show called Brooklyn's Cool because all you young guys in Brooklyn are so cool." Like, yeah, that's a fun name actually. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of only exist on the internet now, so a lot of the like any sort of human connection I have with people is just online, and so I've been interacting a lot with my oomphs. You know what an oomph is?
No.
It's a new term that's entered the parlance of the digital speak. No, OOMF, oomph. It means one of my followers. Yeah, I've been talking to a lot of my followers, but there's one that I've been really talking to a lot, and it's just a weird feeling because to develop this connection with someone I've never met who geographically is kind of inaccessible to me, right? Completely inaccessible to me right now. But we've made the jump from interacting only on Twitter to now we each have each other's phone numbers. We text now, and we talk to each other and share each other's. We talk about our feelings, what we ate that day, all these things. It's just it's an odd feeling. It's very.
You talk on the phone like.
We haven't done that yet, but we have texted a bunch. And
texting's talking on the phone is always kind of like more annoying.
It's more intimate for sure. It's yes. I guess like the interesting thing, like the weird feeling is like it definitely feels like there's like a connection between whatever it may be, platonic, romantic, sexual,
Look,
who knows? But it's a guy, by the way. I'm gay. Just like I don't want anyone to think that I'm talking to girls. Ew, gross.
We're not judging that. But.
Gross.
No, this isn't the same girl you were bragging about sending you her titties.
Miguel, shut up. Just shut up, man. Just shut up, dude.
Come on, dude.
Just relax.
Low key.
Take a horse pill. I don't know. I've never.
Some of like the sickest and some of the most retarded, fucked up people I've ever met in my life. I've met off the internet. It is hit or miss.
Yeah,
well,
and it's tough to know until you.
I'm sorry, Miguel. Can I interrupt? There's a thing. There's like a community. Like there's the whole skanks and comedy.
Yeah. No, trust me. That like a lot of people I know in my life now.
It's 4 Skankfest now. You get to actually hang out with them and meet up, and so yeah, like
I hang out. I drive down to Philly. I hang out regularly with people that I met off podcast Discords.
Yeah,
like, all really fucking good, solid dudes.
Yeah.
I've like helped people move into New York. That some of them Man, I wish I never.
Robert in
I
the
wish I
chat
never was
knows
aware that person was a real person.
Robert in the chat knows who I'm talking about. He says he talked to this person. What are you doing talking to?
Dawn's lady.
Yeah, Robert, chill out. Hey, Robert,
I mean, honestly,
I fucked her.
Whoever it may be that I'm talking about probably will see this, but it's like,
yeah,
I mean,
dude,
I guess. I guess what I'm getting at is like really sociologically, you know, we think bigger picture. It feels like I don't know how to describe the feeling of this sort of integration that we're having with this integration we have with technology now, where people still share this like feeling, this sentiment that like none of it's real. They'll go like Twitter isn't real, none of this is real, but I'm starting to feel like it's becoming more and more tangible in our lives. Like people are
the uncanny valley.
It's real.
Like you're living through the uncanny valley, but not visually, but through the actual emotional interactions of dealing with a person that you're actually talking to. You're like, oh, this is a real person that you know, kind of. And there's that uncanny valley of there's no meeting, there's no connection there, but there is a connection.
Yeah.
You remember when like everybody used to say that the military had technology that we only found out about like 15 years later or something like that? That was
that's all Codemaster talks about.
How long do you think the government has had AI? And are they only giving us a shitty one so that we think that AI isn't as good as it actually is?
It's not AI. It's an algorithm based on just data they've collected. So it's just a data collection of everybody's conversations in a way. Not technically AI, but it's still a dangerous technology they've had for at least 10 years before they released it to the public.
We gave it up with Facebook and Instagram and Twitter.
We gave it up before that, just by having even basic shit you had before that. When MS-DOS came out and you were doing basic emails, it was out there. I mean, they didn't just start this at some point. They've been doing it since it started.
The entire internet is a cyber weapon.
Well, it was created as a cyber weapon.
It
wasn't created to benefit you. It was created to entrap you.
Has it not benefited us?
No, it was created as a communications tool.
I don't know. Are we? Is it better off that other people are hearing our thoughts? Because I don't think so. Well, I should have been arrested by now.
I do. I'm well aware. I'm well aware that I attract what I allow in, and I am a vibration people can tune in.
That is true. You've talked to the shamans in Peru.
I broadcast. I am love. I am abundance.
The highest frequency.
Yeah, full circle meditation 999. I feel free. What happened to her? Because I've been doing some investigating. I've been diving into whoever she is, and if you go and look at the stuff, and I've posted some of it, if you look at the stuff she was doing just 5 years ago, she looks normal. She looks just like a fucking like affluent white girl with regular
not
hair.
Very hot actually.
Not, a very mid, very like a solid, like maybe on a good day a 7.
Yeah,
she looks like she's on a good run of the hippie circuit.
Yeah,
I'll say, because I've met some chicks on the hippie circuit.
Yeah, they get tired
in my
quick.
Day, and that she's on a good run.
They get tired out.
She has done something.
Rave girls,
either DMT shaman. And
rave girls were so hot, and they had such nice bodies. And then, like 2-3 years later, they are dumpy. Yeah. They are sad. It runs them fucking ragged.
See? They run it ragged.
Yeah, they end up by the time they get to fucking Burning Man.
They look like me.
Yeah. Well, this lady's done something different where she started out just looking like a regular, like a woman you would meet at a bar, like 2 a.m., take her home and fuck her after a night of drinking kind of lady. And then she's looked kind of normal. And then like what she is now, she's done something, like she's had work done or done something, because she looks like a completely different person now. Yeah. It's like really jarring to see what she looked like 5, 6, 7 years ago.
She's in a costume.
She is kind of in a costume, but like the structure,
appropriating a culture. It's a costume.
The structure
she has
of
like
her
anime
face
streamer
is
cat
like
face.
She's
the
a
shape
Lion
of
King
her
person.
the shape of her
what's that
skull
bitch's
is
name?
different.
That like started the like cross-eyed like a cat
Oh,
ear
the
thing.
Delphine.
Yeah. What's her name?
Delphine.
Yeah,
They all.
Yeah, I
she's
don't- you
just
know.
that girl.
Well,
I'm
no,
saying she's a
it
Lion
did seem
King.
like it does kind of seem like she started down this path towards like hippiedom, and then maybe went really hard, and then had this dramatic transformation within like probably like a year or two. Like I don't know.
She met some guy with drugs and fucked him.
No,
and
it's
she was
like
oh my god.
She got all these tattoos. She has dreads. She, I don't know, like got these piercings. She started living this different lifestyle. It seems like somebody who went.
She got a
something.
manager. She got a Jewish
Yeah,
CIA
She
handler.
could be a
like.
plant.
Yeah,
You think she's an industry plant?
Yeah, dude. Why do you think you know about her? Why do you think they were talking about her?
Yeah,
I'm
maybe.
all aware that I attract what I allow, and dude, it is like when I first heard that shit, I was like, "Yo, this is unbelievably bad." And then like here we are, like 2 years later, and I just walk around all day singing it to myself, just stuck in my head all day. I love her so much. I mean, I knew when I first saw her, I was like, the music sucks ass, but I'm gonna marry this woman for sure. I love Shannon. Yeah, she's great. I love her just for another reason than she's like pissing off all these like.
Hey, you deserve a Shannon. If Louis gets a Shannon, you need your own Shannon.
I deserve like a hip, like whatever she like, some sort of hippie wigger, like whatever she is. I deserve that. I deserve to clap those cheeks. Yeah.
That Italian
she's great, dude. And it is oh, this is what I was gonna say, like, 2 hours ago when we were first started talking about this, is like Shannon Blake is at least like trying to create something, like regardless of however you feel about her creative output, the 4 songs she's made, she's at least like making music and putting it out there and trying to create something.
It's
and that's how she's
Sexy Red's message, right?
It is, and it's a better message. Sexy Red's message is like, have unprotected sex, fuck me in the ass, get money, have a child out of wedlock.
Wait, is that what she was saying? That's not bad.
Yeah, it's very sinful, very lascivious. Sexy Red.
I like this message.
And Shannon Blake's message is, open yourself up to the
transcendental
of the universe. Yeah. And love one another.
She's a transcendentalist.
As Christ loves us, or whatever your idea of Christ may be.
You believe in transcendental rights.
I believe in transcendental rights, yeah. Whether you believe in a specific guy who was Christ, or maybe the idea of Christ, a sort of metaphysical collective love and kindness that exists within all of us, that we can only conceive of as we project it onto like a narrative, that being the story of Jesus and the crucifixion and the resurrection.
Mm-hmm.
Ultimately that's what Christ is the love and light that exists within all of our hearts.
Oh, I thought you were going to say a conceived narrative.
Well, I heard a 911 call earlier where Jesus was robbing a Taco Bell.
An immaculately conceived narrative.
Yeah. So folks, all that's to say is, if you donate money in the super chats, God will return on that investment.
Hopefully.
In 3 days.
Maybe not 3 days, but
we'll figure it out.
Enter your tithe in the super chat.
I'm trying to become
Patreon's problem. The subscriptions, we got to figure that out.
Yeah, I'm trying to become the first live streamer evangelist. Like, I want to be the Kenneth Copeland. I want to be the Kenneth Copeland of streaming.
You're onto a good start.
Yeah, I want to be the Joel Osteen of Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
How has nobody done that? By the way, now that I think of it, how has nobody done that yet? Like, out of all church? Yeah, like out of all the things, like out of all the grifts and dumb ways people are making.
Butterly.
Yeah, Tim really does run like Sunday morning.
No, and he could just go with those eyes and start preaching some shit. And do
he's got youth pastor.
Well,
vibes,
no, I was gonna say, I think
he has vibes.
I think like online like church streaming is becoming like a pretty big thing.
That is the thing, but I'm saying, like, how has nobody out of all these guys, like Critical, XQC, Aiden Ross, Kai Sanat, like all these different figures that are popping up, how has nobody like started to create that market? How has nobody like opened up a Twitch account or doing like YouTube streaming like this and like position themselves as the like new age web
Anthony
3.0
Cunha on Call of Duty, but Christian, praising God.
Yeah, just like a
like,
praise
Christ.
I'm gonna do it. Here. Let me open up my Bible. I got my Bible here.
Hell yeah.
Read Bible verses as you kill people in Call of Duty.
Dude, we're changing the name to Lord Court.
Court. Lord Court. Folks, welcome to Lord Court. I just opened. This is just an. I just opened to.
Welcome to the Tower of Babel.
Here we go. Isaiah 51. Isaiah chapter 51. Hearken to me, ye that follow after righteousness, ye that seek the Lord. Look unto the rock whence ye are hewn, and to the hole of the pit whence ye are digged. Look unto Abraham your father, and unto Sarah that bare you. For I called him alone and blessed him and increased him. For the Lord shall comfort Zion. He will comfort all her waste places, and he will make her wilderness like Eden, and her desert like the garden of the Lord. Joy and gladness shall be found therein, thanksgiving in the voice of melody. Hearken unto me, my people, and give ear unto me, O my nation, for a law shall proceed from me, and I will make my judgment to rest for a light of the people. My righteousness is near. My salvation is gone forth, and mine arm shall judge the people. The isles shall wait upon me, and on mine arm shall they trust. Lift up your eyes to the heavens, and look upon the earth beneath, for the heavens shall vanish away like smoke, and the earth shall wax old like a garment, and they that dwell therein shall die in like manner. But my salvation shall be forever, and my righteousness shall not be abolished. That was Isaiah 51 verses 1 through 6.
Hell yeah, dude.
Go back to the part where you got the dude's heart.
You could have been a pastor.
Dude, I got to be honest with you. I got like too wrapped up in like reading it that I wasn't really paying attention to anything I was saying. I was too concerned.
Him spiting women. It was
yeah. I wanted to.
There's a lot in there.
Oh, this is okay. Hold on. This is a great idea. Lucas Danner. Hold on. No, not that one. Lucas Danner in the chat. $2 super chat. John 7:13. Okay, folks, if you want to work here,
I'll go get my Bible. It's in my trunk.
Oh, no.
Yeah, go get your Bible. Okay, Saint Mark, Saint John.
I have a Bible up here.
I got it in the trunk.
John,
I stole it from the hotel.
John 7
behind St. Colin Kaepernick.
Hold on, John 7.
New International Version.
By the way, in California, they got Mormon Bibles and regular Bibles.
Be seated. John 7:13. Therefore they gathered them together and filled 12 baskets with the fragments of the 5 barley loaves, which remained over and above unto them that had eaten. Thank you, Lucas Danner, $2 super chat. John 7:13.
Fuck yeah.
So what does that mean? There's bread. Them
niggas is getting drunk.
There was bread, dude. This is why
Praise God.
This is why we stream. 2 hours, 17 minutes into this stream, we have struck gold. I'm the first streaming evangelist. Yeah, Lord Court.
Lord Court.
Lord
Court. Sinners, all of them. Shannon Blake, sinner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Shannon Blake, sinner. Sexy red sinner.
Be the red bar of like Christianity.
Posting
acting.
Oh, you're a sinner.
You believe in
Pontius Pilate.
I guess you'll burn in hell.
Jules, bring that up.
Jules, pull up the communion.
Tell me, was he coveting somebody else's wife?
Hold on, we got another one in the chat. I lost my place. Okay,
oh,
AB in the chat.
It's probably
$1.99 AB. John 11:35. Wait,
Yeah,
what is this?
Scripture.
This is not it. Hold on, that's 1 John.
Wait,
Hold on,
can
I
you
gotta
use Scripture
find.
in Red Bar, boys?
Here we go. What is this? Bible? Oh, should we call it Lord Court or Bible Fed?
Bible.
Matthew, Mark,
Ooh.
Luke, and John. 11.
Well,
11:35.
tonight it's got to be Lord's Court.
Okay, yeah, Lord Court, Bible Fed.
Bible
We'll,
Fed could be your.
we'll hammer out the finer details in the days to come. Thank you, C Dumps, for blasting out my ears.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
John 11:35, $2 super chat from AB. John 11:35. This is verse. That's chapter 10. 11:35.
Raphael said, "Praise my
Here we
spirit in
go.
the Cathedral of Blessings."
John, this is AB in the chat. $2 super chat. John 11:35. Jesus wept. It was John 11:35.
Hell yeah!
Damn.
Yeah.
Good
So we're doing. Drew,
If
do
you
you
want- What's going on?
well, do you guys have any verses you want read? We could do some Bible study here.
Runaway Slav is screaming Timothy 2:12.
Well, Runaway Slav, you know how to make that happen.
Yeah. if you
Slav deserves it.
if you want Dalton to read a passage from the Bible, please
I'll
donate.
pay.
Send in one of those holy chats.
Yes.
Where is Slav? Slav.
Send in a holy chat.
Oh, damn.
One
Isn't
tithe,
this-
one super chat is one tithe to
Isn't what
church.
I'm doing like the most evil thing you could do according to the Bible? Like just turning it
Profit
into
off.
a money making
Yeah,
operation.
I do think that like is the
Catholic
number one
Bible.
thing that's warned against in Revelation.
Yeah.
I think it is. I think Revelation says that anyone that does this is
Yeah,
It's
it's
like-
like number
it's like
one person
worse.
to dwell with the beast in the river of fire. Or whatever.
You gotta skip that part. You
Yeah, you're at the bottom
Yeah,
of the inferno.
okay. Well,
Just
C
read
Dumps
verses and you're good.
donated
No.
the $2
Go.
on Slav's behalf. Timothy 2:12. So $2 from C Dumps for Timothy 2:12.
And-
Well, I don't know where's Timothy? It just says
Dude,
Old Testament.
Lucas is threatening to flip the tables in your temple.
I don't know. Is Timothy in the Old Testament or the New Testament?
Should be new, right?
Where's Timothy? Chalamet? Hold on.
Tiny
Come on,
Tim?
man. I don't know
Look
where
at
the
the
book of
table.
I don't know
I
where
was
the book
gonna
of
say,
Timothy is.
Yeah.
What is
I
this?
think he made it. It's a different version. Slav has a different version of the Bible.
I think
No.
you just said, "God bless us, everyone." And
There
then-
is a book of there is a book of Timothy.
Bazuper Rodriguez said
Man,
it is New Testament.
obviously I'm not qualified to do this because I don't even know where the book of Timothy is.
Yeah.
I feel like you should.
I
at least
would have
know.
no idea. I read through the Bible once, and it was one of those readings where you're just kind of like looking at the words.
Dude, Timothy sounds like a New Testament name. You gotta
never
judge
know,
it
dude.
based on
Nobody was
it
named
used to be,
Timothy
dude. It used
back
to be
then.
Ezekiel and Isaiah.
Yeah,
and
more
fucking,
I went
Jewish
to go
names.
beat you.
then the New Testament is John and
Yeah.
Tom and fucking
Well,
Nick.
Timothy
Yeah,
is
Timmy. Are you kidding
Timothy
me? Little Timmy?
2:12. Is it so? It's in the New Testament. Oh, here it is. Hold on, I think I found it. Oh, it's near the end. It's near the end of the.
It's
The
the
exciting.
tail.
What is?
Wait, so that is a book?
Hold on, Timothy.
Well, Timothy is not part of the gospel, as you know.
Yes,
Those are the books
is-
of Mark, Luke, and fuck, I forgot one of
Matthew,
them.
Mark, Luke, and John.
And Harvey.
Thanks. I forgot the first one.
I guess I could just Google it. I could just pull it up quickly that way, but I want to.
No, dude, you gotta go analog with this.
Here we go.
This is-
Now, am I supposed to do Timothy like First Timothy or Second Timothy 2:12? Because there's
Oh,
there's
no.
two Timothys.
You can do them both. We're not
Uh,
going to argue.
All right. I mean, they didn't pay for that, but I'll do Timothy. Timothy
Yeah, see
2.
them. So let's get
We'll do
another.
what you
Here
feel
we go.
worth.
First
No,
Timothy.
Do half. Do half of each.
First Timothy chapter 2 verse 12. But I
Okay.
suffer I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in
Yeah.
That
silence.
sounds like Slav for sure.
God damn. Then we got a super chat from Gimp Gladly. $2, anything from Revelations. Well, that's easy to find. That's at the very end. So we'll just do a random, we'll spin the wheel on Revelations here. Let's see. Revelations.
Spin the wheel.
See. Here we go. Revelations chapter 6, verse 9. Nice. And when he had opened the fifth seal, I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of God and for the testimony which they held. That was Revelations chapter 6, verse 9. Robert in the chat, $1.99 super chat. Leviticus 18:22.
Oh, dude.
That's going, man. That's the Hebrew Bible. Okay, here we go. That's the Old Testament.
Wait.
Leviticus
18:22.
Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind. It is an abomination. See,
Checks out.
this is the idea right here. If I'm the first person to do it, then I guess I really am a genius. Or I'm connected to something, because I can't believe nobody has thought of this.
Yeah, I think Crowder did it.
Maybe, but like the streaming version of it.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, just like the lowest effort. Just, hey, send me some money. I'll read whatever verse you want. We'll react to it. We'll do a scripture reaction.
Scripture. Yeah, we'll riff on scripture, dude.
Yeah, we'll
you give a sermon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Gimp Gladly says, wait, you worked at a call center that did pay for pray in the year 2000? That's cool. Yeah, it's it is like prosperity gospel. So whatever you donate to the church, this channel being the church, your investment will return to you in dividends. Saith the God, so saith the Lord.
I donated to silencing myself.
So yeah, folks,
you donated to that.
If you want to,
I heard, I get it. I saw the chat.
If anybody wants some verses read, go ahead and throw up a super chat.
Wait, I didn't see the chat. Did they say I should silence myself?
No.
Yes.
No, one of the verses I read, the Timothy verse,
women
was
should
about
not speak.
Women should keep their traps shut. So saith.
There's actually a lot of good stuff like that in the Bible. There's a lot
of great stuff like that in the Bible.
Unless they be stoned to death.
Yes. I bet there's some people that.
Yeah, they should.
I was doing
the Bible has a lot of good
face.
stuff. You should read it, C-dumps.
Huh?
The Bible study or the Bible study videos.
I was doing a Bible study show with my buddy Jamie for a while, and then one day we were going to do one, and his laptop charger broke, and his laptop was dead. And then he texted me and said, "I'm going to get my charger fit. I'm going to get a new one so I can charge it. And we can do this." And then he just never did. All right, he never got back to me, so that just kind of like fell by the wayside. But this is probably a better way to do it, to be honest. Just like a live, just do like a live stream.
You read? I know you read a lot. Have you read the Epic of Gilgamesh yet?
Yeah, in college. I mean, fucking like 10 years ago in college. Yeah.
I was just wondering.
I don't know about it.
I know. I don't remember it too well. I know that it's like.
I read it a long time ago.
It's the same sort of like cataclysmic story as Noah.
Yeah, it's the same.
Yeah,
it's just the architecture. It's just another way to read the architecture and then re-see it through other lenses as you see it. You're already doing it.
Yeah. By the way, can I get all my prayer? Can I get my prayer warriors to pray for my eyes?
Oh yeah.
Can we heal my eyes
through prayer?
Yeah.
Wait, how did Shannon heal her liver? What was it? She healed something.
She had a kidney infection. that she cured through ayahuasca and peyote.
All right, maybe never mind
That works.
She just had a UTI.
Yeah, I'll just do a bunch of drugs and that'll cure my illness.
Will Galloway in the chat, stay prayed up, cuh. As Mark Wahlberg. Hey, you better stay prayed up. Municipal. This Easter Sunday, we staying prayed up. You know what I'm saying? We're taking it back to the streets. I love that it is nice to see Mark Wahlberg starting to like go like return to wiggerdom.
Yeah.
It feels like he kind of suppressed that for a number of years. And now he's like really getting back to his roots as a wigger.
Well,
yeah, he
went
hit whatever
Boston
number.
White. He went crazy Boston White for a minute, and it's like, what are you doing? You know, like you used to attack Asians like a real black. You know, like you were in the culture, assaulting Asian people on the street.
Yeah,
and then hopefully he gets back to that. You know, like.
You're hoping he gets back to blinding.
Yeah, that's the real.
You want him to start Asian hate.
That's the real violence. Dude. That's the real violence against trans, and it's, you know, he attacked a guy named Tran.
Yeah, exactly. Tran. God damn it! Stole it out of my mouth.
Transphobia.
Yeah. Yeah, that's real transphobia is when you're scared of Vietnamese people.
Or when you're afraid of doing a transmission change.
Mm-hmm. I am scared. I'm scared of cars. Dude. They're terrify me. But yeah, everybody pray for my eye. Both of them. Yeah, and if anyone wants some more Bible verses to study, you know what to do. The more money you donate, the more blessings will be given to you.
It's easier for a rich man to what was it? It's easier for a camel to be led through the eye of a needle than
a camel to suck off a rich man because he bites his penis.
Mm-hmm.
Guys,
that's in the Bible somewhere.
It's easier for a camel. It's easier for a camel to smoke a cigarette than for a rich man.
It's easier to get the eye of my penis through a camel toe than it is to get a rich man into heaven.
Where are my cigarettes? I love Camels.
Camels are good. That's a good brand.
Mine are Newports, by the way. Because it has, where's the camera? It has the Nike logo on it. I don't know. You probably can't see it because it's dark. I'm outside. I'm an outside dog, guys.
Did you just show us Newports with a Nike logo on it?
Yeah, dude,
that's crazy. I guess it's not really a Nike logo, but yeah. Well, maybe it's like they're trying to do like a subliminal.
Why do you think
subliminal marketing?
So much?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm well aware that I attract what I allow, and I am a vibration people can tune in. Yeah. Let's see what else is going on. Damn, dude. Ever since I got,
we didn't really get to the bottom of P. Diddy.
We did. Well, somebody did. Like a few people did.
A lot of people did.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of boys got to the bottom of P.
They
Diddy.
were black dudes. They got really deep in there too. So I think they figured that shit out.
Yeah, man.
It is crazy how like every schizo conspiracy theory about how just like all these guys are pedophiles was just true.
Yeah, it's just accurate.
Yeah, just like for years, all these guys were being like, condemned and made
used
fun
to
of.
be you would like explain to a girl that Justin Bieber was part of Pizzagate, and it was like a funny thing in your head, and they're like, hey, "What the fuck you talking about?" And it's like, actually, yeah, Justin Bieber's getting raped by P. Diddy.
Yeah,
dude, it's like go back to like 1997, and like you put yourself in 97 and think about like at that time watching Nickelodeon and saying to anybody like, "Hey, I'm concerned these kids might be getting fucked."
There's a lot of
everybody would look at you and go like, "Why is your mind even going there? Why would you even think like that? Get your mind out of it. Like, what's causing you to think this? That's crazy."
Well, the thing is,
I stopped watching Nickelodeon pretty early, and Nickelodeon, I was like, these like the live action when they started doing that non-cartoons, I stopped watching because that already was getting kind of weird. I was like, what are they doing with these kids live? So I stopped watching it. Like it was already weird with that one show with the GAC and the Extreme Challenge where the kids are going through the obstacles. It was already getting
Double
weird.
Dare.
Well, I think
No,
it
after
took,
Double
Look,
Dare.
I get it.
Temple.
I get it.
The
You were very
temple
cool,
one.
and you understood that was weird and creepy for pedophiles and shit. But I was a child when that was happening, and that was very cool
Child
because
too,
you know what
dude.
pedophiles figure out is exactly what is tight for children. That's the problem.
Exactly.
That's why they were so good at making television. Is they knew exactly how to entice a child.
Yeah, it's that
All
Cat
that
Williams.
was
It's
the
that Cat
best.
Williams bit
That's
where it's
all
like,
they do all day.
I
They're
like
the
bitches.
Terminator with child.
you come over to my house, I got shit that bitches like. You go to Michael Jackson's house, what does he got? Ferris wheels and giraffe.
Dude, by the way, I would give it up for Michael Jackson, bro. You got an orangutan, I'll probably let you fuck me. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's
orangutans are
the
cool.
price.
Crazy.
That's the
That's
price.
the coolest
to rape
ape.
Drew.
That's the
But
coolest.
Michael
thing,
Jackson
for sure.
also was
That is
getting
the coolest
raped
rape,
from
though.
the
You're
time
like,
he was
well,
9 years old.
Yeah,
and
true.
apparently he just wanted to look at your butthole and jack off. I'm like, well,
Yeah.
that's pretty
I said an
acceptable
orangutan is the
for a
coolest ape.
Ferris wheel and an
That's-
orangutan visit.
Yo, did you watch any of
Harrison
the
Ford.
Quiet
He
on the
had
Set,
fucking
the Drake
bubbles.
Bell stuff?
No, well, just like the TikTok clips. I guess
All right.
Oh, there's-
Drake Bell give
That's
that
what I
like
saw.
somber interview where he was like, "They fingered my ass."
Yeah.
Imagine a child's ass.
Getting fingered.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
imagine my ass. Imagine my ass when I was 15.
Yeah.
I used to have a
But there's a
son.
heavy implication that this guy started with Leonardo DiCaprio, or
Well,
that
probably.
at least hit Leonardo DiCaprio before
What's
he
eating
moved on to
Gilbert's
Drake Bell.
Gape?
Yeah, what's
Yeah, Gilbert's
Gilbert's Gape? What's making Gilbert's Gape?
What's
Yeah.
making Gilbert's Gape?
Yeah, what's beating Gilbert's cheeks?
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Dude, but you know how there was like rumors for a while about like how Leonardo DiCaprio only has sex with like headphones on and he only does doggy style and he won't let a girl look at
19-year-old
him.
girls.
Yeah, he's
Base,
a
Sigma,
sociopath,
Sigma.
dude.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
how he's cool.
Does
enough.
it make a lot of sense that he
He's
was
deranged.
raped a lot as a child?
Nah,
Yeah,
well,
he's raping. He has to view sex as rape to have sex. So that's how he's having sex. He has to view it as rape. He has to disconnect from it to where
Yeah.
he views it as some sort of weird
Yeah, this-
rape power play.
yeah, this is the kind of stuff Dr.
Possibly,
Drew would
I-
talk about 20 years ago.
And
I'm
you
not
start
a-
to think
no
about it and it's like,
Scientologist.
wait, were
I'm
all
an
the
electrician.
coolest and like most attractive guys raped?
Mm-hmm.
Because
Take a good-
how,
take
why
a
did
good
they leave me
acting.
alone?
They're
Oh,
super
that's-
hot.
That's the only way to
You're
get good at
gonna rape
acting
them.
is to get
Am
molested.
am I not gonna make it?
Donkey.
Am I not cute enough to get
Wait, were
molested
you
as a
raped?
child? Dude, I wish.
You're
I'm
raped, that
waiting
means you're
for the
hot.
day that I find out that I've just repressed being raped.
Take more ass.
Dude, that's one good thing about you, though. It means you're a
You
hot
go-
kid.
You go to therapy
You
and
have
you do
potential.
like what is that, like EDM therapy or whatever, the like tapping, you're trying to unlock repressed memories, and you go back, you relive getting butt fucked by your uncle, and you go, yes, yes,
I was good enough.
yeah. And you start landing
I knew he
auditions.
Your confidence is sky high.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he died, so you don't know if he liked you or not. You couldn't ask him, so now you get to know through therapy.
Mm-hmm.
It's a relief.
Speaking of rape, let's hit another Bible verse real quick. I'll throw out a freebie.
There's a few in there.
Yeah, let's see here. We'll go Old Testament. What do we got here?
The
Let's
Jews
see.
did love rape.
Here we go. Proverbs. That's a good one. Proverbs 23. The number 23. Jim Carrey. Proverbs 23:30. They that tarry long at the wine, they that go to seek mixed wine. Well, I guess I should continue. There's not a lot of context there. Look not thou upon the wine when it is red, when it giveth his color in the cup, when it moveth itself aright. At the last it biteth like a serpent, and stingeth like an adder. Thine eyes shall behold strange women, and thine heart shall utter perverse things. Yea, thou shalt be as he that lieth down in the midst of the sea, or as he that lieth upon the top of a mast. They have stricken me, shalt thou say, and I was not sick. They have beaten me, and I felt it not. When shall I awake? I will seek it yet again.
Amen.
Amen.
Yeah, hey man.
Hey,
This
lay
sounds like
off the booze.
on a man.
Lay off the booze, Drew. All the Drews here. Miguel, everybody.
Makes you
lay off the sauce.
and you
Drew's
get
booze.
soaked. And
I
I don't know,
was
dude.
just
What's the one where Jesus turns water into wine?
This is in the New
Yeah.
Testament.
Pretty
That's
sure.
a good
Pretty
one.
sure that guy was mad into
He's
parties.
giving
I was just
wine out
talking.
to
I was
people.
just talking to my oomph today about this. My oomph friend, because they, you know, I won't reveal too much.
Them they.
So we'll go gender neutral pronoun. They have been having some grappling with the grape, as it were, and they'd like to
Did
cut
they try
that out
jujitsu?
of. I did suggest Ninth
other MMA or
Planet go to Austin
Dalton, it
and
makes me a little uncomfortable that you have not either spoken to them on the phone or in video.
I've talked to her.
You're talking to
I've
a dude.
I've talked. Oh shit! I mean, I've talked to them.
On the phone?
I have talked to. I've talked to them on an internet calling service, but
Okay.
not since we got each other's phone numbers. Not that kind of
Okay.
call. But you know, it's just it's just funny that was the verse I turned to, and I wasn't even trying because I was taught. You know, I've grappled with my own alcohol, my proclivity for alcohol myself, and emerged victorious from that. And I was talking to this person about it today, and they've been wanting to cut back on on the sauce, and that right there just kind of sums it up that
I know.
you'll lieth upon the mast should you continue to drink. You'll say perverse things to women,
So wine is
which honestly I do sober, so
Isn't that the
I don't need
job?
to be drunk to do that.
I feel like I'm better drunk than I am sober
Yeah.
with women.
I'm trying to tell them
More
some perverse
perverse.
stuff, dude.
Yeah, try and get perverse. Try and get perverse with the
Hey.
lady.
Hey, shut
Yeah.
I'm trying to get perverse.
Yo, yeah, shout
Am
out
I
to
wrong?
ladies. Let me get perverse
What?
on.
maybe she's just a little. I mean, is it not a little weird that you haven't talked to her on the phone at least?
I've talked to her on the phone, just not like
Guys,
a.
back
They're
me up
building
here.
up to that. They're building up to
Yeah,
that.
it's
Gino.
not like a.
Gino,
Not, by the way, by the way,
Gino,
we don't know what
tell us
gender this
about
person
that.
is.
Okay, I'm sorry. You're
But
right.
I haven't like made a phone call, but we've talked in like Twitter spaces, like we've heard each other's voices and communicated,
Okay.
just like in a group of other
Gino's
people.
mom. Come on.
Yeah,
You think
Yes.
you think he's oh fuck, I'm blanking on his name
I
now.
know
The
there's a lot of
football
trolls. I've been trolled.
Oh, I know who you're
the
talking about.
Hawaiian guy.
Yeah.
Who?
God damn it. No,
Wait,
there's this.
C-Dubs, have you been on Telegram?
How
Have
am
you
I
been
forgetting?
scammed by Asians?
Not by Asians.
You're
by
getting
people
scammed,
I
though?
thought were
No. If you want me to read
Not
a
me.
specific verse,
Not-
you know what to do. Hit a super chat with the verse you want read. We'll read it. We'll study it. We'll give it the due care that the scripture deserves. It's a living book. It's a living book, they say.
We'll throw the verse into the Lord's court and see what's made of it.
Yes, offer
Right.
unto the Lord's court a verse. And
I will say, Dalton, last time I met a girl that you had become intimate with through the
liaisons.
internet, that girl was fucking nuts.
You talking about the Puerto Rican?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wait, did she like nuts?
That was a
Or
big
she
mistake.
nuts?
Yeah.
When it wait,
Hot?
She liked
yeah,
Dalton's
for
nuts.
sure.
But sometimes you make a mistake. So you have to be wary a little bit.
I didn't meet her through the internet. She was like a Skanks fan, and I met her in person. But I mean, she was very nice to me. She sucked my penis. That was
That's
cool.
cool.
I like it when girls do that. You know,
Yeah.
at least for me, you know, when they do it to me.
Everybody likes that.
Yeah, I don't like it when they do it to other people either.
I don't like it when they do it to other guys, but I like it when they do it to me.
That's weird.
That's weird, yeah. But I mean, she was not. And I mean, who am I to say that it was crazy? I'm the last person that gets to, you know.
Well, you did say Puerto Rican, so.
Yeah. Does she still come around? Like, what's she up to?
I'm not here to gossip. I just thought that was a funny
no,
thing
Miguel. You brought it up. You brought it up. Is she still?
No, I don't know. I haven't seen her around.
I haven't seen her in a long time.
Did she gain weight?
Nah,
she looked pretty good last time I saw her.
Okay, she did look good. She was very attractive.
She's looking good.
Yeah.
Can we see her?
Yeah. So wait, what is it about her that was? Because I was very crazy at that time. So my memory is obscured. Like, what was it about her that was crazy?
I shouldn't have.
I don't know. She was kind of mean.
She was kind of mean for sure. But that comes with the Puerto Rican-ness.
Yeah,
we don't have all right, Miguel. You brought it up.
That was a mistake. I'm sorry. I thought
you
I was
all of a sudden want to have tight lips about this first.
Like,
you know, I mean, we don't have to gossip about her. You know, I probably revealed too much about her publicly anyway at that time. My mistake. I learned from my mistakes there. Kind of keep some things yourself. You know, just, you know, sometimes, you know, I think maybe I still love her. I still care about her. I'm gonna marry
things to yourself. Dalton, you went on a whole mental health journey with all of us there.
Yeah.
Keep things to yourself is kind of, for some of us, it's kind of like, well, we know Dalton. We're going to keep track of you, dude.
She was, I will say that she was kind of.
Raphael said, too late. I'm going to dox this bitch.
Yeah. Raphael did.
The problem is it wouldn't take that much. Yeah. Like, you could figure out pretty quickly.
This is not hard to piece together.
I don't know.
I know I've pieced it already. I know what he's talking about.
Yeah. Well, here's she had inserted herself into my ass. No, she had inserted herself.
He almost spit taked me, dude.
Yeah, she had inserted herself into the internet comedy. Honestly, okay. Well, you know what, Miguel? I'm having a Kaiser Soze moment because I'm realizing that I think the reason that she even got with me, that she decided set to settle on me, was because one of the war mode guys wouldn't fuck her.
Yeah.
So. What? Yeah, I think she had a thing for,
and it was Spud.
Really?
Yeah, she wanted to fuck Spud, and Spud wouldn't fuck her.
Spud was 36 at the time, and she's 19. And Spud was like, "That's not cool. I can't. I can't. You're very attractive. It's very nice, but no way."
Damn, dude, you're
and she's still busy trying to leapfrog through the industry, I bet.
Yeah,
so she's trying to leapfrog fuck through the industry.
She wanted to fuck Spud, wouldn't fuck her, and then I didn't even know what I still don't really know what war mode is. I mean, I'm kind of aware of it. I know it's two Philly retards that Shane pulled out of poverty.
It's Matt's little brother, and
yeah. Yeah, it's Billy McCusker and Spot.
It's not me, by the way. This is making me feel better.
Am I as low volume as
bitch is making me feel better about myself.
Yeah. No, you guys sound fine, but
no, C-Dubs, I don't know about your history, but I'm sure you're a nutcase.
If I had to guess, RLC legend. Shout out C-Dumps, by the way. RLC legend.
That's true. C-Dubs, I am aware of you being around forever. I just
I
really don't pay attention to many people.
I want to address the chat. Let me address the chat real quick. If you're unable to send a super chat right now for whatever reason, go ahead and send me a Cash App. $ D Pruitt 47 Venmo Dalton Pruitt. Hold on. Cash App $ D Pruitt 47 Venmo Dalton Pruitt. Go ahead and send me something there with your Bible verse you want read. We'll do it that way if you can't send a super chat. And
dude, Dalton, your Bible verses could be one of the few things that might be able to beat Gas Digital, dude. If we start a Christian network,
and then you can
Christian Bible reading network, dude, you could beat Gas and just even comedy. comedy with Christian. You can get Jim Gaffigan on.
Do I have
All these
Zell?
other
Runaway
douchebags.
Slav wants to know if I have Zell.
Get Jim Gaffigan on.
Slav is not going to
Yeah,
send you
dude.
money. Darling.
Do I have Zell? I have a banking app.
Get all these clean.
I bank with Bank of America, which I think like Zell is connected to.
Idiots.
We do Bible verses, dude.
Let's see. Yeah, I don't have Zell. I don't really know how Zell works.
Send them Bitcoin.
Wait, here we go. Zell. Wait, no, here it is.
Slav is not going to send you money.
How's this work?
If he does,
I think you have to set it up. It might take some time.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that right now anyway.
Where is Slav? Why does it
We'll edit that out. We'll edit that out. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so she had a thing for Spud. He wouldn't fuck her.
Wait, I thought we were editing this out. Can we get
okay?
on back
You know
to
what?
the
Forget
video
it.
or
I'm
something?
sorry, Miguel. I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is mean. She's a nice girl. She's young.
Nice.
And, probably
you care about being mean now.
Yeah, no, I feel
care,
bad.
You care about all of a sudden it's this random.
Yeah. Anyway,
she's friend of the show.
she'll be on Wednesday.
Yeah, friend of the show.
On Robbie's.
Yeah, I do remember. There was a moment like when I was kind of like on the up and up when it looked like my life might be going well. When she and I like first started like hanging out and maybe it was looking like something might happen. We were at the stand one night and Colin Terrell saw her and he was like, "Saints preserve us! That's the most beautiful woman I've ever seen." And that made me feel pretty good. I was like, "Yeah, well, guess who's piping that?"
it's pretty hot.
Guess who's whacking that with his shillelagh?
Yeah, not an Irishman.
Good time.
And then
Now, adult might be Irish.
Maybe, probably.
You never know.
He looks
McDonald's?
very Irish right now,
He
especially
does
with mutton
look
chops.
Irish as shit.
I do look very Irish. Dude,
He looks like a Southern judge.
Shit, if I had my Newsies cap, my Peaky Blinders hat, I would look even more.
Or
How to find that?
have to be a Kentucky Southern judge.
Mm-hmm. Can you send Runaway Slav wants to know if you can send money over the page? Yeah, go ahead and subscribe to at least the $10 tier, and we'll work something. Wait, are you already subscribed? I should.
Why is that Slav?
I have so many subscribers, it's hard to keep up with all of that.
Slav doesn't show. Well, you don't have to have your camera on, stupid.
Slav wrote out the whole verse. He said Ezekiel, which is the name of my
Slav
dog.
just
He
can't
said
speak
Ezekiel
English
23:20. She lusted after lovers with genitals as large as a donkey's and emissions like those of a horse.
That's in the Bible?
Yeah, they're talking about girls, like a bunch of Jewish girls were getting raped in Egypt and they were into it.
Oh, damn.
And this was around the time that Egypt started being black people.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. You know what concerns me, though, about the Patreon thing is it did tell me that these memberships were expired, right? Which would mean that I guess they were canceled or something. But if I go to Patreon and click on a premium episode of something, it does let me listen to the full thing. So I wonder if they did take that money and give it to Nick Mullen. I'm gonna be fucking pissed. I'm gonna be fucking pissed if they took my money and gave it to Nick Mullen.
I think they gave your money to Nick Mullen, dude. That's why he's so rich.
I'm gonna be so fucking mad if that's the case. I'll
Why
figure that out.
is he going around spitting on jets and doing whatever he's doing? Making his one special a year. Quitting his podcast.
Yeah. Yeah. What else is going? What's up?
Yeah, sorry.
Damn.
Damn, I bombed that.
We've been going about 3 hours now.
Yeah.
I can't believe you guys
I would have jumped in earlier, but I was hiking Muir Woods, dude.
No, you're good, man. We all have too much.
By Bohemian Grove.
Call us sticks the way we have too much time on our hands to do this kind of stuff. But if you want a Bible verse, you know what to do. But you guys want to get in some news? What's in the news?
It's a new segment.
I've been like really honing my broadcasting skills. I've been working those chops up. 3 hours is about where I usually peter out.
I got one thing.
Go ahead.
For anybody in the chat or anything, somebody said something that Nadav that used to do the YMH made a video about crack.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I think. Podcast shared that. Lily, my friend of the show, Lily.
No, it was N, and then IGER.
I forgot to follow podcast.
Yeah, please, everybody.
Did he skip you?
No, so it's Lily, who's a woman. At Podcast the Pod on Twitter, or rather X, formerly Twitter. Yeah, I'm not associated with that. People might think that that's me or I have something to do with that. I don't know who that is. But I am a fan, and so I support it, and I want to see them succeed. So everybody, be sure to follow at Podcast the Pod. Subscribe to the podcast. But yeah, she shared that clip of Nadav talking about that. But
is it worth watching?
Honestly, whatever he's doing sucks.
Yeah,
I watched the clip and I was like, man, this is really terrible. The
first one he made was about Skankfest.
Yeah, I don't know what he's basically just doing, gossipy recap, just recap of shit that happened on podcasts. Not even talking shit, just in the world of podcasting this week,
but not good.
It sucks. It's it's as good as the producer of Tom Segura's podcast could do, probably.
Yeah, which ain't giving him much.
Yeah, it's fucking terrible. What I saw, he doesn't add anything to it. He has a fucking dry personality. He's a very wet blanket personality.
Well, his name is Nadav.
Yeah, and he's just
if anybody's talking about crack, that's all.
Yeah, he's just will Bert Kreischer actually take crack on tour with him? Keep looking at the internet, I guess.
Pretty sure it means pretentious Jew.
Yeah.
In Hebrew or whatever.
Here we go. Let him cook.
What is going on? What is going on at that fucking studio they got, that Your Mom's House studio? They have a full NASA control center there.
Why are there
they're doing Barstool.
What the fuck is happening? Why do they need that much equipment and that many people?
You never see Jules.
Because they're creating a content marketing machine. They're doing are
they a network now?
Yeah.
It's a network, but if you
they fired Dr. Drew.
They fired Dr. Drew, but if you look at that show, if you watch Your Mom's House,
viewers,
by the way,
they're a machine.
Digital.
The only thing I see of Your Mom's House is just what Red Bar watches. I did used to listen to it back in the day, when they were still kind of unknown people. They had some success.
I assume any podcast, any comedy podcast I hear brought up by a girl is Your Mom's House. Anything with Andrew Santino.
Oh my god!
Well,
but
it's they were supposed to have a show on CBS. When they first got the McDonald's studio or whatever,
yeah.
They said that they had a show on CBS.
I don't know about all that. I just know that what I've seen,
marketing team was specifically aimed towards women too. I know one of the people who was in his PR team. It was specifically towards women looking towards comedy and liking comedy. That's who he PR'd to specifically.
I know that,
industry style.
Shane got murdered.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. When from what I've seen of that show, they have multiple cameras set up, 5 or 6 different cameras, and they have a booth camera for the producer's booth, and they'll cut to them, and there's 3 or 4 different guys.
Window?
Yeah, there's 3 or 4 different guys with all this like equipment, like all this like production equipment in front of them. It looks like a fucking like a Houston Apollo control room where they're like turning knobs and moving shit around and
like
all this.
3 faces
and it's
in
like,
a window laughing at you.
But what is the actual show itself? It's like they're just reacting to funnier things they found on the internet. They're just like, pull up this clip so that we can. But I'm not saying that it's bad. I love looking at the shit on the internet.
None of them are even black. You're right.
But none of them are black.
It's not even black people reacting. It's white. I'm watching white people react. I'm watching a white woman react.
But my question is, what the fuck is going on there that they need that much equipment and that many people to pull up a clip of a guy farting? Like, what the it's maddening to me, just like as somebody who just does this in front of a computer, where I'm like, what do you like? What the what? It just seems like a misappropriation of money and resources. It's like, what the fuck do you mean?
Black people reacts. I still think works as Seinfeld. Black people react to Seinfeld. A white guy watches Seinfeld with blacks.
Yeah,
it's just a classic, dude.
Okay, I mean, if you
make, because I don't know,
if you make that show, I'll watch
Friends, and I'm white.
Yeah,
I will subscribe to watching Seinfeld with black people.
That's a great, honestly, yes, very good idea.
It's been done on Gas. It's been done. I just wish it had been done
on Seinfeld. When he watches Seinfeld with his
Lewis was watching it with black people to get their reaction.
Lewis, I guess, had something where he was watching Seinfeld,
but with his sister,
on the show.
No, and it was based off the idea that an intern brought on. It was a wigger watching Seinfeld with black people, and you can't have a wigger watch it with them. You have a guy who actually loves Seinfeld. And like Joe DeRosa watch Seinfeld with ghetto black people. That's I
gotta be honest with you. I don't even know what they're doing at Gas Digital. They got a whole production thing going on there. Yeah. And it's like, man,
they could be doing better. All they got to do is create Comedy Central, do a 24-hour rerun streams where you can tune in at any time and you're good to go. And then live stream comes on when it is live, but they're not doing that because they want to go this new internet method, and they're trying to figure out what the internet is.
Like, I'm not gonna besmirch.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not gonna besmirch Ralph or Lewis.
It's a wonderful, folks. Gas Digital, 20 incredible shows on the network.
New documentary.
Use promo code Cornfed. If it doesn't work, just at Lewis on Twitter and let him know the promo code Dalton. Well, this is not working.
He'll get in the chat real quick, dude.
Check out. Hey, have you ever wanted to hear the extemporaneous conversations between Joanna Angel and another guy? Oh, no. Do you want to hear Joanna Angel's thoughts on topics and world events? Subscribe to.
Hey, they've been playing.
Do you want to not get a bunch of podcasts they had back in the day because they took them off some reason?
No, we're not gonna. Let's not focus on the negatives. We're here in the here and now. 20 incredible shows.
Do you want to get the best content ever?
Dog, exactly. By the way, speaking of Joanna Angel, there is an awesome Joanna Angel video online that it's like one of my it's in my rotation that I go through. I go back to, and it's a BTS. It's like a behind the scenes thing where she's like, got the selfie cam, and she's like, I just directed a scene with these two people, but I'm so fucking horny. That's the thing that sucks about directing is you want to fuck, but you have to direct. And so she goes in the bathroom, and the two actors are still fucking. And she's like, what? You're still having sex? And so then she gets naked and starts fucking the dude and sucking his dick. And then her and this girl are going double teaming this dude's penis. And then she gets up and sits on the sink, and then he fucks her in her ass. But it's sort of, I guess, the verite aspect of it is what gets, what does it for me. That it's a selfie cam. They're passing the phone back and forth while each one of them gets fucked alternately.
Sounds very gay.
It is gay. You're looking at a man's penis. Yeah. So
Is there a
that
thing where women hate other gay women?
I don't
It's
know.
like,
What?
oh, it's gay. It's so gay.
You guys want to read a Bible verse to
Nasty
take us
whore.
out
Yeah,
of here?
pop one up.
Stop being
Yeah.
gay, you nasty
Let's
whore.
see. What's a good verse? Well, it's Easter. It's Easter weekend, so let's see here. Matthew, Mark, Luke. Here we go. Saint John. We'll do John. I have a King James Bible, so it says Saint John. Let's see. Christ is crowned with thorns, mocked and crucified. Okay, here we go. The resurrection.
Just
Let's
start going, dude.
Yeah, let's see here.
Let him.
Okay, well here we go. Here we go. Sorry, I had to get in them. I had to, get ready. I had to prepare myself. Just make sure that I had everything. Yeah. Here we go. This is the gospel according to John. If you have the same King James Bible I do, the gospel according to Saint John, chapter 20, verse 1, starting chapter 20, verse 1. The first day of the week cometh, Mary Magdalene early, when it was yet dark, unto the sepulchre, and seeth the stone taken away from the sepulchre. Then she runneth and cometh to Simon Peter, and to the other disciple whom Jesus loved, and saith unto them, They have taken away the Lord out of the sepulchre, and we know not where they have laid him. Peter therefore went forth, and that other disciple, and came to the sepulchre. So they ran both together, and the other disciple did outrun Peter, and came first to the sepulchre. And he, stooping down and looking in, saw the linen clothes lying, yet went he not in. Then cometh Simon Peter following him, and went into the sepulchre, and seeth the linen clothes lie, and the napkin that was about his head not lying with the linen clothes, but wrapped together in a place by itself. Then went in also that other disciple, which came first to the sepulchre, and he saw and believed. For as yet they knew not the scripture that he must rise again from the dead. Then the disciples went away again unto their own home. But Mary stood without at the sepulchre weeping. And as she wept, she stooped down and looked into the sepulchre, and seeth two angels in white sitting, the one at the head and the other at the feet, where the body of Jesus had lain. And they say unto her, Woman, why weepest thou? She saith unto them, Because they have taken away my Lord, and I know not where they have laid him. And when she had thus said, she turned herself back and saw Jesus standing, and knew not that it was Jesus. Jesus saith unto her, Woman, why weepest thou? Whom seekest thou? She, supposing him to be the gardener, saith unto him, Sir, if thou have borne him hence, tell me where thou hast laid him, and I will take him away. Jesus saith unto her, Mary. She turned herself and saith unto him, Rabboni, which is
an Italian guy,
which is
Rabboni,
which is to say, Master. Jesus saith unto her, Touch me not, for I am not yet ascended to my Father, but go to my brethren and say unto them, I ascend unto my Father and your Father, and to my God and your God.
Consent.
Mary Magdalene came and told the disciples that she had seen the Lord, and that he had spoken these things unto her. Then the same day at evening, being the first day of the week, when the doors were shut, where the disciples were assembled for fear of the Jews, came Jesus and stood in the midst, and saith unto them, Peace be unto you. And when he had so said, he shewed them unto them his hands and his side. Then were the disciples glad when they saw the Lord. Then said Jesus to them again, Peace be unto you. As my Father hath sent me, even so send I you. And when he had said this, he breathed on them, and saith unto them, Receive ye the Holy Ghost. Whosoever sins yet remit, they are remitted unto them, and whosoever sins yet retain, they are retained. But Thomas, one of the 12, called Didymus, was not with them when Jesus came. The other disciples therefore said unto him, We have seen the Lord. But he said unto them, Except I shall see in his hands the print of the nails, and put my finger into the print of the nails and thrust my hand into his side, I will not believe. And after 8 days, again his disciples were within, and Thomas with them. Then came Jesus, the doors being shut, and stood in the midst, and said, Peace be unto you. Then saith he to Thomas, Reach hither thy finger, and behold my hands. And reach hither thy hand, and thrust it into my side, and be not faithless, but believing. And Thomas answered and said unto him, My Lord and my God. Jesus saith unto him, Thomas, because thou hast seen me, thou hast believed. Blessed are they that have not seen, and yet have believed. And many other signs truly did Jesus in the presence of his disciples, which are not written in this book. But these are written that ye might believe that Jesus is the Christ, the Son of God, and that believing ye might have life through his name. Amen.
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 That
But
was
did they
hard.
really have trains back then?
What? Hold on. I'm
Thomas, bro.
Everybody's commenting.
hold on. I got really into that. I
thrusting
gotta.
fists into
I was-
things.
What what is up with the other disciple whom Jesus loved?
Hold on. I gotta
They
process.
loved
it.
upon
I was
him.
very.
He
I
loved
felt the
him.
Holy
He loved
Spirit.
upon.
I felt the Holy Spirit moving through me on that one, and
Hell yeah.
I'm very
There's lightning,
I'm
you see the
very
lightning?
rattled. I'm shooketh by the power of the
cometh?
Lord.
He has
Um,
been shook.
Yeah, Lucas
He has been
Danner,
shook.
$2 from Lucas Danner, Revelation 3:16. Let's see
I
here.
think we did 316. We can do it again. Do it again.
This is Revelation 3:16.
Oh, the
Let's
Revelation
see
was
here.
good too.
Oh man, I
We read
lost it.
John earlier.
Let's see, Revelation 3:16.
You're gonna have to practice your Bible opening.
I got it, dude. I need to have this bookmarked. God, come on.
And you get one of those like finger condoms.
Here we go. Yeah, I need a thimble.
Right.
I need to go find my Monopoly board and
Get the Bible quick notes.
Here we go. Revelation 3:16. Lucas Danner, super chat, $2. Revelation 3:16. So then, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth.
Thanks,
That's
Lucas.
definitely about cum.
That's great.
That was Revelation 3:16. Everybody keeps
Yeah, a lot of
people.
cum.
Runaway Slav keeps saying I'm like the tent preacher from True Detective season 1. Yes, that is not. By the way, when that first aired, there were a few people that said that about me. There were people who said I reminded them of that guy, a tent revival preacher.
Yeah.
Damn. Or should I say darn? We shouldn't swear, in the presence of the Lord.
He's watching.
When is
Lord's watching.
when is Dork Court stream?
I don't have another one scheduled right now. Soon. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have one April 29th, maybe. But I don't know. Follow us on Twitter. I don't know. Follow Like Kool-Aid on Twitter, or just go on my Twitch.
Learn how to market your shit,
dude. I don't have anyone. I don't have one scheduled.
Miguel Silva. Hold on, here I'll do it
By the
for
way,
you.
I don't follow him because he has
Hold
the
on.
worst.
Watch how it's done, boys. Okay, Miguel
trying to
Silva
follow you.
at
I
Like
follow you
Kool-Aid. Hold
individually.
on, Drew. Hold on. I'm gonna do a plug. I'm gonna show these boys how to do a plug.
Plug.
Miguel Silva at Like Kool-Aid over on X, formerly Twitter. Drew Flores at Rawtism69 over on X, formerly Twitter. These two compose the hosts of Dork Court, the live stream comedy show. You can find that over on youtube.com/@dorkcourt. It's also streaming on twitch.tv/Like Kool-Aid. They also have a Patreon if you'd like to subscribe for premium content and bonus episodes. That's patreon.com/dorkcourt. Once again, the name of the show is Dork Court, hosted by Miguel Silva and Drew Flores. Thank you. Now that's how you do a promo, boys.
Thanks, Tom.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
What night do you guys go live? What?
I don't know.
That's the other thing. Look, I plugged the
Go
show
live right
itself.
now.
You figure out the
It's not a
scheduling because you clearly
Okay.
you got to figure that out.
Apologize.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'll
they
tweet
don't-
about it. I'll post on Instagram. There's a TikTok.
They don't know.
It's tough. It takes a lot of organizing. I have to get a guy to come do it as a guest host. I have to get all the fucking people to come show up and be here. I'll let you know when it. Follow me on stuff.
Let's recap the super chats.
Also,
We got Gimp Gladly. Token Tony became a premium member. Scooney, that was the big one. $20 from Scooney. Milo, Lucas Danner, AB, C Dumps, who's been in here talking to us. Gimp Gladly again. Robert Gibson. And Lucas Danner again. Thank you for the super chats, everybody.
Give money while being in here.
This has been this is the Cornfederacy, Dork Cornfed, Lord Court, Bible Fed, and Bible Court, and what else? I guess that's it. Patreon.com/cornfed with Dalton Pruitt. What else? That should be it. That's the stream.
Yeah, Dalton, it does look like your other eye is getting conjunctivitis.
Yeah, dude, it's getting so bad.
They're starting to match.
Yeah.
I'm well aware that I attract what I allow. And I am a vibration people can tune in. Folks, full circle 999 meditation, access the 999 hertz frequency, the highest frequency in the angelic realms. This has been Cornfederacy, Dork Cornfed, Bible Court, Bible Fed, Lord Court, Bible Stream, Free P Diddy.
Free Diddy.